The Emperor has been expecting you.
Hi everyone and welcome to 16-Figure Focus. You are very welcome to another episode of The Hope Show, a weekly live stream dedicated to 1/6 scale collecting in general, movies, TV shows, pop culture, all of those type of things. We have a packed show for you today because a lot of kind of unorthodox things were released there in terms of hot toys, and of course we got something from Inart as well. Might touch base on a few different movies that are coming onto the cinema or theaters, if you'd say, in the US of A. And yeah, we've got the usual kind of segments, so we're going to bring everyone in right now. So we've got Bob, aka the Tiny Art Guy. We've got Kyle from Display Lab Collectibles rejoining again here from the second time. We didn't scare him off the first time, so he's back, which is always good to see. You're very welcome. We have got Harrison, Viking Collectibles, and we have David, 1/3 of the 6 scale shills. Evening, folks. How are you getting on? How was your day? How was your weekend?
Yeah, good.
Cooler,
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yes, definitely.
It's definitely cooler in this room as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Good stuff. We got a few people coming in there. We got Dub Toys. Evening, folks. I'm picking up the He-Man and Skeletor, but don't know why Skeletor doesn't have USB inconsistency. That is the answer. That is the answer. Like BVS Armored Batman did with his eyes and spear. 100%. You are correct on that one. Of course, we have Viking Collectibles here, channel member, panel member. Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? We got Tiny Art Guy here as well. Thank you very much for joining us as well. We got Junes Rab. I don't know. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably butchering that. Good evening. I'm always skeptical of like those usernames which have a long bunch of words together, because it's like that old joke that the Simpsons used to do when they phone Moe's. Hey, is IP Freely there? And Moe would ask, and he'd always, yeah. We got the Grail Collector 88. Thanks for being here. We got Blue Tattoo and his brother, S Beam. Thank you very much for being here. Masters of the Universe is getting an IMAX release, but not in Ireland, it seems. Yeah, that's strange. Blanchardstown there has a lovely IMAX. I'll be going there several times this year, actually. But yeah, that's a strange way to no IMAX release there. Now I can sip 3 cups of coffee in peace. Okay, excellent. I hope you're going to stick around for the whole stream. Pre-ordered my Inart BVS Batman today. Extremely excited for that one, and so you should be. It looks incredible. We got Clinton Martin here. We got Bailey here. We got Renz, the talented Tolentino Art. Lucky to catch a live stream. We're lucky to have you here. Thank you very much. I think we kind of got everyone here anyway so far. Just if you are joining us, let us know where you are. We get straight into the topic, folks, or do you want to continue that when we're talking about in the back rooms or backstage? We were talking about that. Like, we have Disclosure Day, I think, is coming out this weekend. Obviously, that's massive, and Spielberg doesn't get any bigger than that, really. But on the other end of the spectrum, we got these 2 horror movies, Obsession and Backrooms, that I believe are from YouTubers originally. And that's the 3rd one now in so many months, because wasn't there another one there by, is it Markiplier? Didn't he do a...
Yeah.
Did you see that one, Harrison?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about that one too.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Backrooms or Obsession?
Not yet.
No.
Like, I know I'm going to see Disclosure Day. And, like, myself and Megan are on holidays now, only she does the exam supervision. Like, it's kind of, you don't have to do it. It's additional work, whatever. So she'll be, like, during the day, it'll just meet me and the dog, like, you know, and so he's going to get his little walk, and then I reckon I'm going to do a little solo visits to the cinema to see movies that she'd have no interest in anyway, you know, so I might do that. Backroom, Bailey said it's good. Backrooms is really good, deserves all the love it's receiving. Yeah, Iron Lung, that's the one. Yeah, thanks, Dub Toys. Pretty much, I appreciate that. Blanche is nice, and Cineworld in Town. Cineworld in Town has gone downhill in interest. I don't think I've ever actually... No, I have. Sorry, I know how much... Yeah, I've been to Cineworld loads of times, actually. There's only free donuts for IP freely. Just yeah. Or I believe there's another one, Eugenus. yeah. He knows what we're talking about. Ryan, how are you getting on? I've been using your website app and just kind of putting all my different collection onto it. It's quite good, so I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. We got Philly Z, the man with the camera. Hit that like he. I don't think one of the panel members is feeling he. Just quite yet. Would you be enough to feel he, or have they taken the wind out of your he? This sounds so wrong. In terms of the MJ David, is it still coming home or?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a pre-order in for it. I've got a deposit down, so yeah, it's likely still coming home. But yeah, the wind of the sales is gone down just a tad.
Yeah. Ryan has one incoming. I saw on Dean Knight's Instagram that he has one. He just arrived, so there's going to be a breakdown on that as well. And I see Zor's photography, as usual, with the incredible posing, is there. Good to see a good panel. Loads of disagreements. Yeah, there will be. Not as much as Brother Cousins, though. Did you watch? Anyone watch Jay and Brother Cousins' Thursday night stream?
I caught literally 5 minutes last of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it went off. Like, it was all like, there was 8 in a panel.
Oh, wow.
Obviously different viewpoints and stuff like that. But yeah, like Maz brought up the point that he was I can't remember his original point, was basically he was saying that the Jazz Inc. Catwoman, it was that photo that was causing chaos. It is the most dissected photo in history. I believe, and I think the Jazz Inc. Catwoman is now joined in with the Inart Joker originally as the most talked about figure. It was talked about for a year. Similar situations as well, but it was a really good. It was an entertaining live stream. It was very, very good. Lots of very heated, passionate, different opposing viewpoints. But yeah, I think Maz had a point though. I think Maz did have a point. I think you would appreciate it, David. I think control the messaging was something that would say Marco would say from Collecting Weekly, and Ben actually made a comment in it quoting Marco, kind of, control the messaging. Yeah, and I can definitely see that. But yeah, it was worth a watch. So shout out to Jay and the panel. Jose is here. Want to see Backrooms catching Obsession tomorrow. Good stuff. Philly is here, obviously. And just kind of making sure I've got everyone here. All right, we'll talk about a topic. So no one has seen Obsession and no one has seen Backrooms. Before we go into the topic, does anyone have any interest in any of them?
I'll probably go see Obsessions. Me and my daughter, we watch quite a bit of horror movies together, so we'll probably see that one.
What about yourself, David?
Streaming, yeah.
I think you'll wait for streaming. You won't theater.
The nearest theatre to us is like 50 quid for a night out of the theatre. I'm not paying that. It has to be really special for me to pay those sort of prices. So.
Yeah. And then you're rolling the dice. If what kind of mongs you're gonna get sitting next to, like, do they have the ability to turn off their phone and arrive on time? And
that's the issue, because our cinema is in a shopping centre as well, so you sort of get they're not there specifically. They might have just popped in and they're just a little bit
I get that. I was saying to Jim actually in Vita, like, if you like to train on a Saturday morning, I know that the two of them do a lot of training, and sometimes I'll like get up early, do the session, and then catch the early, like sometimes the cinema does a 10 o'clock showing, and if it's the first week, everyone wants to see it in the evening. There'll be no one there, it's just peaceful, and you get your coffee and chill out. And okay, well, we'll talk about topic. Let's have a look at what we have here. We should have everything set up. All right, let's see what's the grid looking like. Bob, what do you want to talk about?
Let's do The snap. Why don't we do the snap straight away?
Straight into the snap.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. We rarely do that.
You're not messing around, Bob. You're not messing
No,
around.
I'm not messing around. No.
Yeah. I sent some silent movie questions in our future.
No, easy this week. Easy this week.
All right. Yeah. Every week you say that, but no, I'm not so sure. Okay, so you know the drill, folks. If you're just joining us, I'm going to show my panel members 2 different images. That could be a figure, it could be a movie, it could be images of 2 different panel members. I'm doing that sometimes. And you have to choose which one gets snapped out of existence. You can never see it. You can never have it as a figure or whatever. Just because it's current. Bob, which one would you... They're both unreleased, so you have to get rid of one. You can never watch one.
Yeah, this is quite easy for me. I'd snap Master of the Universe because I'm quite excited about the figure, probably more so than the movie of Supergirl. And my Masters of the Universe is like the old cartoon thing, and for some reason I can't filter that out to ever consider going and see this movie because I like the cartoon too much. I'm not bowled over. So I'm snapping Master of the Universe.
Okay. What about yourself, Kyle? Now you can never watch it if you snap it. It's gone.
It complete opposite from Bob. It snaps Supergirl. No, not a huge interest in seeing it, to be honest.
And like, is it just because you've lesser interest in Supergirl, or like, did you ever watch He-Man as a kid?
No, I don't have a whole lot of faith in DC movie wise.
Okay.
I think with the Batman trilogy, it was great, and then I think it just kind of died off a little bit after that. And
right.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Harrison?
Yeah, like Kyle, I'll snap. Supergirl, I have no interest in watching that. Whereas Masters of the Universe, every time I see a trailer for it, it looks better and better. I think it looks really good, that film.
And David?
It's interesting. I would snap Masters of the Universe just because it's not really my sort of thing. And because Bob said it.
And you're going against Bob then. I see. Well, this is how we know we're getting closer. Everyone's busting each other balls more. So snap both of them, bring me Spider Noir. I have heard good things. I've watched some good TV. Yeah. Watched some good TV recently. Like I said, I mentioned my high praise about Landman. I'm watching The Dutton Ranch, which is quite good. I've started watching The Boys. Well, not The Boys, sorry. The last season of The Boys. Is it just me, or have they like upped the everyone talks in complete toilet humor smut now? I know Butcher. Okay, the show was obviously always R-rated, and Butcher had a mouth in them, but now it seems like even Kimiko, who can now talk, they're all like the stuff that comes out of their mouth. No one can actually say anything without some weird sexual reference or violence or something. Have you noticed that, or have you been watching it?
I've not watched it.
I think honestly, I really liked Gen V season 1, but the second season, it just exactly like you said, way too much toilet humor. I watched Boys just because I've been watching it since the start, but yeah, no, it's definitely gone in that direction a bit.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I'll watch it, and I thought like the standard was quite high for the first few seasons anyway. I think the last season it kind of lulled for me personally, but yeah, I this season I'm like, okay, I'm watching it to finish it, but I'm just noticing like I turned to Megan and I'm like, that was unnecessary, as in just like real shoehorned dialogue in there that just I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna snap Supergirl, probably kind of similar to your thoughts, Kyle, that I really didn't like the James Gunn Superman, so I don't have any interest in it. Now, to be honest, I mightn't go to see either of these movies. The whole He-Man thing, I was like 3 maybe when it was big, and I do remember the cartoon. I definitely remember watching the cartoon. I can't remember any of the episodes, but I'm familiar with the cartoon and some of the characters, and definitely had some of the toys that were really popular at the time. But I mean, it just left me. I liked it as a kid, and I don't get any nostalgia for this or any of that kind of stuff. So, but I don't even know if I'm going to go see it, but I did sit down and watch the trailers, and I get what people are kind of hyped about. But okay, I'm gonna start with Harrison. I think this is an obvious one for me personally, but I mean, this is confusing even some hardcore Alien fans. But if you had to snap one of them,
I mean, if you're gonna have to snap one, you have to keep the blue. I feel like if you're getting it for Aliens, you're getting the blue one. I think the other one's just too close to Big Chap. I know he's different. You've got different head and arms and hands, but other than that, it's very similar to Big Chap.
The way it's posed is very Big Chap as well. When I first saw it, I thought, did they just mislabel this and throw aliens on this, whatever? But I did look it up. Like in my mind's eye, it's the one on the left. It's, you know, obviously it's black. I know you're saying blue because there's certain parts of it which have like a kind of a blue tint, and that's because the movie is famously has a kind of a blue. What's the word? Color grading on it. You know, it's very cool. Yeah. It's very cool looking. I don't mean cool as in like, oh, it's so cool. I mean, it's just as in cool as in the tone of it. So when I think about the aliens, the xenomorphs from that movie, it's the one on the left. I did Google it, and there were apparently two different versions. This went right over my head. The ones on the left are the warriors that you see for the most of the movie, but I think the ones on the right are the drones that were present, I think, in around the time when she goes into the nest with the alien queen and all the eggs. So there you go. But yeah, I did think it was a Big Chap. There are a lot of similarities if you put them side by side. The heads side by side, they're very, very similar, but I think you're right about the carapace does look more textured. So you'd snap the one on the right, yeah?
Yeah, snap the one on the right, keep the one on the left.
I'm going to do the same. Bob?
Yeah, for the exact reasons, I would do exactly the same. Yeah, I just prefer the look of the one on the left.
Yeah, David? I know it's not your bag, but like, which one do you think looks better?
The one on the left is 100% better. Snap the one on the right. It's cooler on the left.
And Kyle?
I don't know. Honestly, just the posing on the right one, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to just, I don't know, advertise it in that way. It just doesn't really help either.
Because if it's Big Chap, you'd understand because it's a, you know, it's, I know it's, it's very much a guy in a suit.
I would keep the left one and get rid of the right one.
Yeah. Okay. And the last but not least. Ooh, I think this is an easy. Well, I thought it was. Well, according to the community, the vibes I was getting that there was one clear winner here. But Bob, what do you think? If you could only pick one of them, what would you pick?
Yeah, I would pick Skeletor to keep over the He-Man figure.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. To be honest, Apparently, this silicone body, when you pose it, the musculature moves better than previous silicone bodies. I don't know if we don't know until it comes out, but you know, that's pretty cool because they have been doing good stuff with the Wolverine stuff and the Bane or whatever. But Kyle,
easy. I'd keep Skeletor and get rid of He-Man.
Harrison?
Yeah, exactly the same. I'm very tempted by Skeletor.
Yeah, for a second there, I genuinely thought you. Yeah. We have a few new icons today. Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Do you know what? Can you recognize the sound?
Yes, I do recognize. That's from Doom.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. I don't know, man. That sound engineering in that bloody movie or those movies is just
so good.
It's just wild. It's so good. Yeah. What about yourself, David?
It's unanimous. Yeah, Skeletor. Keep from that.
Yeah, I'd say like, okay, He-Man was. I think was right. I don't know. I think it was a bit. I was alive when this was a cartoon on TV, but I was so young. You could have said it's before my time, but I don't think I could say that because I do remember thinking, "Oh, he's so cool! Like he's big, muscly, and he has his sword." And you're 3 or whatever. It doesn't take much to think things are cool or whatever. And I definitely did have some of the toys, so I'd say it's right on my time. But it just didn't. Some things stay with you, like Transformers. We had some great cartoons, the He-Man, the Ghostbusters, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But the Transformers, I think that's still one of the coolest concepts.
I think here as well, you could quite easily, that Skeletor there could easily represent your sort of childhood memory of Skeletor, really.
Absolutely.
The He-Man is so different, you know, the hair and the face, obviously, because it's a real actor. So I think that's why I think Skeletor will be much more popular for those of us that don't want both.
He is obviously, they've taken liberties.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day. Until we meet again.
I think if you could try, if you say the word campy and people are like, what does that mean? I think that clip just sums it right up, like, and his little runaway. But
That's funny.
yeah. So we'll get rid of these. We'll go back. So Kyle, you're gonna pick next there. So what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about He-Man.
All right, that's actually a great segue. Great segue. So share screen. There is he. Okay. Does anyone know the name of this actor? I do not.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay. Do we have a price on this? Was this 3 something? I might just have a quick check on that. Go on, give us your thoughts. I'll find the price.
I just, honestly, the moment that I saw, I mean, the body looks fantastic. They've done a great job there, but it's just the hair. I can't get past the hair. It looks like they've used hairspray, and it's just, it looks too perfect. It just, the symmetry and just, I don't know. It just kind of reminds me a little bit of the Nightwing hair. Just how that looked really kind of iffy as well from Hot Toys. Just the hair totally kills it for me.
This is $310. Obviously, it's not artisan; it's sculpted. Although, I think in some like promotional video that Hot Toys did, just kind of showing that they're going to be doing figures from this movie. There's a clip in it which the hair looks artisan. So I don't know if there's going to be another one in the works. Maybe summer showcase. They do like to take pre-existing figures and then just tweak them, whatever. But it's interesting though that you say the hair, because Hot Toys, one of their strengths is the sculpted hair, and I would add to their strengths now what the work they're doing with seamless silicone bodies. In fairness, they're just like, and we've had some of them in hand. We've had the TVA Wolverine, who's completely shirtless. We've had the swap out arms on the yellow and blue Wolverine. We've had the Bane and stuff like that. But now you've got the Weapon X coming. You've got these 2 figures. The Indiana Jones. They're kind of like, time will tell if the longevity is there, but this figure lends to their strength. So Kyle, are you can't get past it? You won't be picking it up, or
No, I mean, you know, my it's not in my my trio anyway.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the base is cool though. The base is nice. The base for Skeletor is nice too. Like, I really like it when they do these kind of things. But yeah, no, it's just I can't get past the hair.
Is this, I think, I suppose to look a little bit like a nod to Castle Grayskull? Would that be correct? I think that's where
I'm assuming so,
lived.
Yeah.
And that's the Batman Returns base, is it? A bit of a reuse there?
We think so.
To be honest, like I don't mind that, because it makes sense in this. It makes perfect sense here. Like the skull and the little towers, they go very well with it, and in this case. But anyone else actually?
Yeah.
Like obviously we go through everyone, but anyone picking this up? Like,
No.
Nope.
I doubt it. But I think it looks really good. I really like it. Surprised me. I thought how good it looked. The body's really good. I don't actually mind the hair. I don't think the hair's too bad. I still think it's pretty good for Hot Toy standard, but I know there are some that are better. But I think Skeletor just steals it every time I see it. Like, even like that next to each other, Skeletor just looks great. I'm really I mean, it's a guy with a skull head. It's something I would love. So
Yeah.
it's just right up your alley.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I hope they get that cape right as well. I think that's quite key with Skeletor. That cape needs to be a good one, doesn't it? We know what.
Is there a wire in that cape? I wonder.
Needs to not have a massive seam right down the center of the head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can I say as well that, like, I know we've had the Ahsoka gate there, which was now withdrawn a few weeks ago, but like that was based on a minor, so it was inappropriate. But like these guys here are wearing very, very little, but they're adults, you know. Well, I presume yes, Skeletor's an adult. So, in the interest of fairness, like wouldn't a slave Leia be? Like no one cares if it's a man like this. No one really cares, do they? Do you know what I mean?
It's
Like
yeah,
they're wearing very little.
dodgy area. It's a
Like-
dodgy
like
area,
if you-
isn't it?
It's
it
kind
kind
of
of
like
goes back to the. It kind of harks back to the kind of sexualization of women in those early or late 70s, early 80s films, doesn't it?
I think.
Well,
But do you think that like maybe some women and maybe some men would be looking at this guy actor on the left with his chiseled abs, everything going, oh, he's a bit of a dish.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
why is it different the other way around? Do you know what I mean?
because you can please some of the people some of the time.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Wouldn't it be incredible though if they actually came out and did give us a Return of the Jedi, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia in the slave Leia or prisoner, Jabba's prisoner, whatever you want to call it. Well, slave Leia is what she's been called. She
Well,
was
yeah,
effectively a slave.
It's an
It would be
interesting
mental.
point that you make. Yeah, it's an interesting point because you see something like this, and that's his armor, and then you see a slave Leia, which I would argue is she not wearing a little bit more than this guy. I can't remember the outfit personally, but then that would be seen as like.
No, I think she's
very-
to be fair, the gold bikini is pretty skimpy.
Yeah.
It's definitely a bit
That's-
more skimpy
yeah.
than this. Yeah,
Honestly, can't really see
it is
my head,
skimpier.
but-
Yeah.
If he was wearing
Yeah,
a bit
that's
less,
on
but
it.
everything was still covered, no one would have an issue with it because it's a man, right? I think it's just one of those things.
I think as well. I think if they did do the slave Leia, as long as they, you get these kind of, I guess, manga type bodies that you see on 1/6 kit quite a lot. Some of these sort of characters from things I don't know, but they've sort of exaggerate the proportions of female
Like the
figures.
Thyssons, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I think if they do the layers, I think as long as they're honest and truthful to how Carrie Fisher looked and
Yeah.
her proportions, I think that would be a much probably more popular sell and more likely to get.
And like
past,
let's be honest, like she was a slave in the in Return of the Jedi, but that's because Jabba was a bad guy. Like he was a gangster. He was part of the criminal underworld. He did terrible things. We weren't rooting for him. Do you know what I mean? We weren't like we weren't going, yeah, catch her.
Yeah.
We were going,
Yeah.
no, we want her to. We were delighted. Like I mean, she eventually gets her own back. She chokes him to death, and we're like, yeah, proper order. Like, do you know what I mean? He basically kept you as a prisoner. Like, so it's, do you know. So anyway, Harrison, did I cut you off there, or were you finished with your thoughts?
No. I would say though that Leia is probably more likely now that we're getting these bodies. The fact, like, I don't think up until this point, if you did it, they would have been able to do it justice. Because as you said, she doesn't wear very much, so there is a lot of skin showing, and you'd want seamless joints on all of it. Because if it was a single joint, it'd bother you. So I think the fact that we are getting fully seamless bodies now, characters like that are more likely, even if they don't do it because they don't want to do it, at least they have the option now. They can look at it and go, well, we can do this now. Let's see if we can get the license to do it.
It's just the mouse, isn't it? But like the mouse did put up for pre-order that mashup between the animated 14-year-old Ahsoka and then the Ariana Greenblatt, who's like, well, she's 18 but just barely, like, as in they did actually put that out there. They would have had to prove that. Well, I know it got withdrawn, like, but with this, it's like Carrie Fisher, at the time she was an adult, like, so and obviously she's signed a contract and went in and she knew she was going to be wearing stuff like that, like, or probably had some idea. But actually, I don't know, maybe she didn't, to be fair. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she just signed up for the movie and she had no idea, which, that's kind of not cool either. But so if they're making these types of bodies, it's a possibility. I personally think it's not going to happen ever. Just to be clear, I don't think it's ever going to happen. No. But it's a pretty damn iconic outfit from one of the biggest IP in the world, like,
Yeah.
In fairness, they've done a great job with the the physique on this, just with the abs and the kind of the muscularity. The quads are incredible, but I've seen a lot of people looking at saying that this is probably what He-Man should look like, or even bigger, but he doesn't actually look like the actor isn't as jacked as this.
No.
Hot Toys have been
Those legs
generous.
are amazing. Yeah, those legs are extremely well defined. But do you know there was an artist in the 70s and 80s called Frank Frazetta, who did that kind of 70s art. It's worth a look up. It's kind of, I don't know if it was airbrushy, like a mix of airbrush and oil, but he did figures, paintings like this. There was like people like on chariots, but they were like polar bears and mammoths, and there was all these kind of She-Ra, He-Man type people. And I think this really makes me, especially with his hair here, he's very much like one of those 70s, early 80s fantasy figures, just from the art world in general. But it's worth having a look. There's some great. You remember the old poster
director?
Shop? Do you remember Athena poster shops? Oh, you lot too young to remember those.
No.
But some of our viewers will remember the Athena poster shops, and they were full of this kind of imagery. So maybe it's a rebirth, which would be a cool thing.
Yeah, this is quite funny. He's referring to the sound on the Dune thing. Yeah, that's quite funny. With this, the director seems to be saying relatively true to the source material, though. I know it's not a 1-for-1 the exact same, but I think this could stand in if you're a fan of the 80s show. I see other people saying they prefer just the 80s versions of them, or the cartoon, or maybe people want to prefer the Dolph Lundgren version or whatever. But he's the same guy who directed Bumblebee. Bumblebee was a good show, and he seems to be kind of want to stay true to the source material on as much as he can, but I have to wait and see. David, what do you reckon?
I've no interest in it, but that being said, I do think this is a home run for Hot Toys. I do agree with what was said earlier. I think the hair is a little bit iffy. It's almost like it's a mirror image. It's like it's too perfect. That being said, the body and everything looks incredible. Obviously, like you said, we've seen the Wolverine, the TVA jacket, which was fantastic. We've seen the arms on the standard yellow suit. The only thing I would say, and it was something that I showed on the stream on Saturday, there was an image from, was it Hong Kong Comic Con, which is a great saying that I've learned from Geeky Collective Vault, that this was on display, and there was quite a harsh seam on the leg. And I know there was a guy in the groups a while back with that yellow Wolverine that had horrible seams down his arms. I didn't get that on my version, but it is possible. So if they keep that QC in check for these bodies, that won't be an issue. And I know a lot of people have said about the base. I think as far as reuse is concerned for Hot Toys, because they will always do it because, it's just Hot Toys, but I don't think it's as egregious of a reuse as it has been in the past. If they'd given us that fucking sand base from Star Wars figures, I'd been a little bit pissed, but they haven't. And I think this base fits in quite nicely. It's not quite like they've just whacked one of those horrible Darth Maul bases in the box, right? They've actually taken a base, added something on top of that base, and made it something new. So I think that's pretty cool, and it suits the figure quite well. So overall, Hot Toys on their A game.
The 18. I'm surprised that Masters of the Universe movie didn't differentiate Adam and He-Man more, like the 200 TV show, 200X, as the change isn't that big in the movie. It reminds me of Thor dropping the Donald Blake alternative look. A lot of that went over my head, to be honest. But is it just that? What's the difference? And then when he had the sword in the 80s cartoon, and he said, "I have the power," did he get more muscular as well as the outfit changed, or was he just as muscular when he was just as Adam?
I thought he was always very jacked, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he had some quite iconic poses as well. That's what would worry me about these type of figures. Him with his sort of sword above his head, implies you're going to bend them arms. I hope it works as well as I'd love it to work. because that would be
So
fantastic.
It's actually worth a mention as well. Sam from Woodstead Studios, for any of you that know Sam, he does all the amazing work with 16J and such. He's actually friends with this guy, and he said on the stream on Saturday,
No way.
this looks nothing like him. So I don't know the actor, but apparently one of his friends said it looks nothing like him.
Yeah, like I took a quick look at I'd seen some teaser trailer a few weeks ago, and I only sat down when these were dropped the other day. I was like, well, I'm going to watch this trailer. I watched the newest one, and I can see the likeness there, to be honest. Like it's not like, I wouldn't say it's a dead ringer or anything, like, you know.
No, I think maybe the head's just maybe a smidge too small also.
Any other thoughts on this before we move on to something else? So Dub Toys is saying Adam is a skinny little guy in the TV show. I can't remember now. When you say TV show, are you talking about the original
in
cartoon?
the 2000s. That's in the 2000s, though, if it was, because the original must have been in the 80s. So this must have been a reboot or something.
Yeah, because this is giving me this is giving me 80s vibes. This whole movie.
Yeah.
So maybe they're more influenced by the original cartoon. So was there a TV show in the 2000s as well? I didn't know that.
I don't know. I'm not aware of that one. I'd grown up by then. But
all right, so we'll just go back and it looks good. No one's getting it. We do collect here from time to time, folks. What about yourself, Kyle? Did you pick out something already? Did you pick that one?
Yeah, I did He-Man.
Okay, right. So Harrison.
Would make sense to go to Skeletor next, I think.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Where is he? Okay, we have him here. Go for it. What you think? I'll get the price.
I
It's
love
355.
absolutely
355.
everything about this. I love. I can't find something I don't like. Other than the fact that the eye should be USB, and the fact that it isn't is just crazy. But other than that, or just paint it. Like I think you could get away with this, just painting the eyes so they look like they're red and on. I mean, it would be good if they were lit up, but sometimes you don't need it. But yeah, the only other thing we said on our show is that obviously with the seamless bodies, we don't know how they're doing with painting. Obviously the Jinx and Vi were painted and they rubbed off. So a lot of the paint on this body, there's a lot of paint all over, all the shading and the streaks and thing, that's all painted on the body. So I do worry that as soon as you just touch it once with your hands, it's just going to smudge it.
I'm wondering though, like, is this just underneath this? It's a beige skin color and they're painting it like you're saying, or will this one be molded differently?
I reckon
the body.
I reckon the body will be molded blue, but everything else on top of it, all the shading and stuff, I think that will all paint.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, I get you. All the sinews and veins and whatever. Yeah,
and
I get you.
So I am worried about that, but I still absolutely love it. I'm very on the edge of ordering this one. I'm going to wait to see the film and see what it's like in the movie as well. But yeah, it's a bad guy. I always go for the evil characters. I'm drawn to those
because it could be Pants. Like
it could be Pants, but then even then, he's just so cool looking. And I know you shouldn't collect for cool, but sometimes it's okay to give in if you really like something.
Tiara.
I think with the tiara.
Like he looks so menacing, and now he just looks so pretty. He's just won the Little Miss skeleton competition.
The other thing is, I'm wondering is can the bottom jaw move? Because in some of the shops the mouth is open and the other shots it's closed.
Yeah, first shot I had up there. I think it was one of the ones in He-Man. Man, he can sit down.
Yeah,
like if he can sit down, that pose looks incredibly natural.
Should have done a deluxe version with a throne. I think him on a throne would have looked insane.
Yeah, what's he sitting on here? Is just the base, I presume.
Yeah, it's just the base.
But yeah, okay, some 3D printer customizer is going to make a fortune selling like Skeletor thrones. If he can pose this naturally, and it holds up over time, there are two ifs, like, but that looks pretty damn good. That's a safe pose there if you don't want to sit him down. I think I'd need to use that kind of... Is it Snake Mountain? I'm nearly sure someone said that on a stream the other day. Like, that's a simple pose. It's more or less straight up and down with a slight bend in the
looks
elbows.
smart,
That's
yeah.
a safer pose you're going to get, and it still looks deadly. Just presence, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, my thoughts are simple. I think they're doing a good job on these, or a great job even. Like, it's nice to see something that's not Marvel, DC, Star Wars. We were over it.
Definitely.
But yeah, I can appreciate the artistry, and they're making an effort, but I just no interest. Chime in there in any particular order you want, guys. I'll flick through these. If you want me to move to a certain photo, you let me know.
The only thing I would say here, I mean, my sentiment carries across from He-Man, and pretty much the same thing, right? I agree with Harrison. I think USB should be just standard now. But I also think maybe reflective paint would have been better, because these LEDs aren't really worth a damn anyway. They're pretty cheap LEDs. But the only thing I am seeing is you're scrolling through the pictures that I've not seen thus far. If you keep scrolling through, some of the pictures, the hood has a seam right down the center. In some pictures, it doesn't, which I'm a little bit confused about. So when we get to, I mean, I can't see a seam there. Keep going. Is there one there? No, not one there. There we go.
I can see one there.
One there. If you keep going,
it's very slight.
yeah.
it gets even
Well,
worse.
Good
I don't know,
spot.
seam or
No, it's not one there.
I can see
There
it
is one there. Go one
Yeah.
more picture. I think it might be the next one. Yeah, there's one there. And it keeps getting worse as you get closer. So there is definitely a seam there. It doesn't look as egregious as Revan, but they're hiding it pretty well. But why does that have to be there? Surely they can just use one continuous piece of material. You would have thought.
Maybe the tailoring in Eternia, they're just not great. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Maybe.
Could be. You never know.
Yeah, I think like Harrison said, I'd be concerned about whatever paint application they're using on these bodies, even if it is a blue body, like all that shading and all the little white lines and stuff. Like I know Jinx and Vi, some people had some issues with like the back of Vi's neck, the tattoo rubbing off because of the hair and stuff like that. So that is a concern, but hopefully I'll figure that out.
If you look at his mount there, it looks slightly open there, whereas in
Yeah,
other
I
ones
think
there's no
couldn't
gap.
be two sculpts, could it, in the pack?
They would have mentioned that. I
No,
feel.
they wouldn't do that, Bob.
I also feel like they would have
That'd be
mentioned
too
an articulated
nice.
jaw. So it's a bit of a weird one.
What was I thinking? I think the paint on him looks really good. I think under lights, is the right word, phosphorescent. You know, like it's gonna really pop, isn't it? Well, those white veins across his blue.
I just want to see. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I want to see if it says anything in the feed view, like in the little blog they have. Why is this not changing for me? Sorry, do you know, like, did anyone read anything more about the improved? I'm just going to all. It'll be easier to find anyway. About the improved silicon. Someone said it in another stream, but I haven't actually read this.
Oh, yeah, it
other
was
video on this.
platinum silicon, wasn't it? Or something like that.
It was actually they
I
said
think
it.
Justin
Did they?
said that. I think that Justin was saying that on a stream that was it Will's stream. He was talking about the bodies, a new type of platinum silicon.
Oh, it
which
says
is
it
what
here.
Inart's using.
Newly developed muscular body cast in platinum silicon with an inner metal skeleton that's integrated. So does that mean it's different to the already bodies that we've got from the likes of the TVA Wolverine, the Indiana Jones, the Bane, and stuff like that? Because like they are really good. Like it's the star of the show. It was one of the coolest things they're doing in the last few years. Or is it like is it? I'm hoping this is better. I've never seen that before. Platinum silicon. I just said.
Isn't that what Inart's using for Wonder Woman?
I believe so, yeah.
That would make sense. So I presume that's just another higher grade of silicon. The way that genuine leather that we get, say, even though the Terminator figures have actual leather, not pleather or vinyl, genuine leather doesn't actually mean it's real leather. It means it's a grade of leather, and the grade of leather is actually entry level.
Yeah, I think at this point with the silicon stuff, it's sort of like medical grade silicon, especially, is designed to be quite hard wearing because, you know, based on the name, they use it for medical applications. People walk around with it attached to them and moving 24/7. So I think with the silicone stuff, it's just become a bit like a pissing competition of who's using the best.
At the end of the day, if it looks this good and it holds up in some kind of more dynamic poses with, you know, an elbow bend or whatever, because even like my T800, I knew when I got him after reviewing, I just wanted to put him standing there with the glasses, just the hallway, and just him holding up the shotgun. and that was it. And I just bent the elbow. It's been in that pose for the last probably 2 or 3 months. So I don't know. Could be burst insider. Haven't checked. I probably will check, but I'm not kind of too pushed about moving him out of that pose because I just think it looks bloody iconic. You know what I mean? Now look, time will tell. I will check it and report back at some point. But also, ignorance is bliss. Do you know? So, anyone getting that one? Or anyone want to? Kyle, you're very quiet there. What are your thoughts on this? This seems like something that you might be all about.
Yeah, I did contemplate it because it's the first time they're doing it, right? So technically I could, adjust my rule set a little bit and start collecting this. But no, I've got a lot of pre-orders coming, so I need to chill a little bit on that. I think it looks great, but like everyone's saying is the battery situation. I'm actually doing a few videos with Zombie Iron Man and Armorized Deadpool right now, and just the batteries taking them in and out all the time. It's such a nuisance. And the other day, I actually forgot to turn the head off. I thought I'd turn the head off, and then I went back, and then the batteries are dead. Now I'm trying to find new batteries, and I can't do any more of my video until I get the batteries. Oh. So,
have you ever bought anything from Hendra Fusion Reactors and Intercom?
I had a chat with him yesterday. And he's putting something together for me that's going to be like a universal thing for basically all the figures, so I can swap it out. Yeah,
very cool.
Because
so something that you can depending on the figure you can
exactly
kind of customize it. Good idea.
Yeah. Because it's just it's a real pain. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it's a brand new figure. You'd think they would put the USB in, but yeah, that's honestly the only gripe. Apart from that, it looks fantastic. Tiara and all.
Yeah, and with this one as well, like if it's just the eyes, like that's only one little dummy battery, and you could hide that underneath cloaks. Like, it was just it's like when you get CCFLs or Neo LED sabers for Jedis, you just hide that wire right up their sleeve.
I think that's the argument, right? Like it would have been so easy to hide that, and they could have just sent you one of those little junction boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably with this, you could have had it plugged into the base of the skull, and everyone's going to have it up anyway. So
never see it.
Yeah.
Philly was saying, "Go on."
I just want to check that staff is not lit up, is it? That's just paint on the eye.
Luminous, yeah. Luminous paint. The paint is now baked on. Shouldn't be. Rubbing, plus it's platinum silicon. It's a good sealer, and could have made a seamless Silver Surfer, but they got lazy. Yeah, true.
Where's that information coming from, though? I've never heard that before.
It's what you mean.
Like, how do we know what the process is for making these bodies and sealing the paint? Like, Hot Toys haven't said anything. So.
Yeah, I don't know. But like I know Philly, so I'm just giving Philly the benefit of the doubt there that he kind of knows what he's talking about from that kind of side of things. So I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't know. Maybe Philly knows something we don't. Let us know if you do, Philly. Dub Toys has said Howard not doing interviews for Hot Toys continues these types of things happening. True. Surely if he was interviewed, it would put it across that we don't need batteries. Yeah, as long as like, okay, on behalf of the community, Howard, here are the 10,000 questions we've been wondering the last 25 years. But yeah, it'd be great if you did interviews. It'd be 100% if you did something like Yoast or whatever like that and just had an actual interview and kind of go answer the questions with a translator or something like that. That'd be cool, but they just don't seem to want to. Any other thoughts on Skeletor before we move on to something else? Harrison, you're in on this. I know you haven't fully committed, but you're in on this. You realize this in the future.
I'm very, 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 very close. Yeah.
I'd say if that movie is like a 3-star out of 5.
It doesn't have to be like amazing for me to just. Yeah. But I'm trying to be sensible, which is new for me, but it's hard.
Yeah, you're not doing a great job though. If the movie's bad, like if the movie's like a 1-star, and then you have a decision to make myself. Then.
Yeah, I'll have
to looks great though.
It does look good. Yeah, it does.
Anyone else? No.
Let's just hope it survives the Jared Leto kiss of death. That's what we need to hope.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, I was thinking about that the other day, right? Fight Club. Okay, great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Buyers Club.
That's it. Yeah.
I watched it once. I thought it was good. I thought he was good in it. But
Yep.
you know, that was good. Blade Runner 2049. I mean, like they're three good movies, but like I think Requiem from a Dream, but I just would not. That's not a recommendation.
Wouldn't go back.
No.
I think if he's not a lead, I think he does well for the most part.
Yeah. I think the whole Kiss of Death thing was his more recent movies like Tron and what was the other one before that he was in and didn't do well and kind of started this.
Morbius.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I haven't seen it.
And
I just assume
you should watch it.
Suicide Squad, the Joker.
Yeah.
The Joker. Was he in the Joker?
The Suicide Squad one. He
Oh,
was kind of
sorry,
like-
that one.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Folly You Do or whatever.
No.
Yeah, that Joker. I just deleted it from my brain, I think.
I'm not. I'm not like Harrison though in that sense. The movie doesn't need to be good. It's just I just care if the figure looks decent. I have both Jokers for Leto, and the movie wasn't that great, but I don't know. The figure looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm kind of just I'm the polar opposite of that spectrum there in terms of like money and space. I can deal with a figure being not like 100% absolute banger and having some shortcomings if it's from a movie that I love. Like I don't want a piece of crap. Like I don't want like I'm going to say it. Like say the Factory Entertainment figures. I don't want to hate on any company starting something new or whatever like that, but if I was a Mummy fan, I still wouldn't. I wouldn't go in on that. If I was a Jurassic Park fan, I wouldn't go in on that. No disrespect to anyone who has bought them and is really excited about them, but that would be like I'm comfortable. I'm just going to wait, maybe go custom, or just be comfortable with not having that representation. But I mean, I'm talking about like say T1000 is a good example. Good head sculpt, great head sculpt, lots of accessories, but the oversized hands and the body could have been better and the tailoring, but like it's just I just do my best to pose it away, and it's one of the best movies ever made. So it's like I still get psyched when I see it because I never had one as well, but I am still on the list for one of those Topo. What are Topo? The Topo sets.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What about yourself, Dave? What do you want to talk about?
I'm trying to think what's left.
The Comic-Con Supergirl logo, Michael Jackson's in the right bottom corner, Face Off new this week.
Let's go Comic-Con.
Okay, so we got the Comic-Con, and I'm going to flick through the images, folks. It shouldn't take too long. All right, so they did this Hong Kong Comic-Con. I had to concentrate saying all of that. A bit of a tongue twister. And they just set up their stalls and Hot Toys were there. I think it's their first time. I believe it's the first time they've ever been at the Hong Kong Comic Con, which
You
I
say
find
it half, it makes it better. Hong Kong Comic Con.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm afraid about what mistakes I may make.
Oh yeah.
So I find it very strange the way that it's their first time in Hong Kong Comic Con.
That's it. You got it.
Exhibit A, yeah, I tried it. I'm surprised it's their first time because like they're from Hong Kong. But,
Comic Con.
yeah, I think I've got this one already. I do.
Yeah, you probably have. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I keep seeing your man from Jackass. I keep seeing it.
Since someone said it,
Johnny
I can't
Knoxville.
see it now. Yeah.
He just looks like he's about to like, I don't know, get strapped to a wrecking ball and be swung into like a herd of sheep or something, some random stuff that they
Jump the
would
ball
have
or
done.
something. Yeah.
This is the figure with those seamless wrists, isn't it, that we love?
That's a really nice figure. I have no idea what the source is, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, and like that's like a bit of foreshadowing for what we'll talk about later on. The cigarette just hangs there. That's kind of cool. I actually think they did a good job with this. I know we're going to be talking about it later on.
Yeah.
I don't see Momoa here, but he's obviously covered in makeup and he has some prosthetic fangs or whatever, and there's a scar. And I don't think I've watched the trailer with him in it.
If you cover the bottom portion of his face, just like from here upwards, Momoa is like here.
Yeah.
Most of the shots. It's the mouth. Something throws it off. I don't know what it is.
I wonder, is it just the fangs? Like that would make a difference, And
yeah, some people have said that the character looks too happy. It's like it is a gun movie. Well, I think he was involved, right? So,
man, this looks like a goddamn statue. In fairness,
nice.
like
Nice.
This is the star of the week, really. Like it just not.
Actually, E-Man works well there as a background character, doesn't he?
yeah. In fairness, just the pose and the base. It's just, I think they've hit the nail on the head with the base there. It's like it's an environmental base. It's a I know it's not literally a part of the movie, and there's the head of the snake isn't the right scale or whatever like that, but it's an environment from the movie, just in micro-sized. But this, if I remember correctly, this Batman Returns base is quite big, so he'll have a lot of space to do kind of wider poses on it. So,
and things like that to be true 1/6 scale, right? As we've learned from Jim. I'm also pretty sure.
Where is Jim?
Snake, I'm pretty sure that snake is not attached to the base in this picture. Or am I going mental?
It looks a bit
Looks like it's
closer to us, yeah.
Yeah,
well, if you look at his staff, I think,
I know that's what's confusing me, because it looks like it's closer to us than the actual base itself, but it's stars on it. I'm confused.
Maybe it hooks.
Well, it's in front, so it would be a little bit closer. I think that's the lens doing the work there, because if you look at his, he's holding the lance or whatever, and then like that is so it's at an angle, so it's on front. I think that's just the. It looks like a statue, man. Because all these statue heads, they'd be saying like, you're never going to get a pose in the figures you can get from a statue. But then there's the argument, it's like, well, that's just your one pose for life. But this actually looks statuesque. Nope.
I don't get that baby shark thing, whatever it's called. Like it's like $110. It's like $163 on 1/6 kit. Like, who's buying that?
I think it falls into the same category as the 1-to-1 Anzellans. It seems to be like, it's like they abandoned their, I know 6 scales are bread and butter and they do some quarter scales, but the whole high end realism or whatever they're trying to do, and then it's just like something you'd buy in Toys R Us or whatever for a kid. Look, I'm excited about these, but I'm kind of like, it did throw me that there was 2 of them, but I would probably end up getting.
We all saw there was somebody posted. I think there was 2 stands ready for Alien figures before they actually put them out, and I think that was a bit disappointing that there was actually 2 Xenomorphs that came out.
I think they're 100%. It's a summer showcase thing. I think you're just going to wake up some morning and there'll be one of those, those like cards that advertise 5 or 6 things in the one like they did last year in the last few years. I'd be so surprised if we don't get like Ripley, Power Loader, regular Ripley, Artisan Ripley, and a few other things in one card. I didn't watch this. Does it look like him?
The show I thought was pretty bad. It was, if you wanted a bit of brainless Punisher violence, then it was an hour well spent. It didn't have any connective tissue to anything else Punisher related in the last couple of years. And to answer your question, Shane, this sculpt I think is pretty terrible, actually. The beard looks bad. It looks a bit like a Jimmy Hill chin. The hair, so it's all right.
Was his hair that high in the?
I think so. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm just looking at the distance between his brow, like where his eyebrows meet.
They did a good job on the nose, though. Nose looks spot on.
Yeah, the nose is.
He does. Yeah, he does have a strange nose, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But I think even if they gave him a shave and released him for a brand new day, if it was still this sculpt, I don't think I'd buy it.
Now, these lighting, these exhibition con lighting are notoriously bad. It's like it paints the figures in the worst possible light. There's your friend.
Ugh. And
I still think it looks cool though.
It does look cool, but the proportions are just dreadful.
Yeah. He's very kind of square or something around the midsection.
That will not be coming home, that one. That was $45 down the toilet.
I do like the bass as well, though, and I do like the billy clubs that I call it. That's wired as well, isn't it? I don't like the pose, but
it's got a magnetic base too, I think, right? So
yeah,
nice.
it does.
another cool
does,
thing.
I've been
that
told
one. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah,
That's so
it's mad
cool.
because I see this when I think of Harrison, and I think of Mike L. Or Jonathan, because he's been reading this, he's been trying to get me to read it, and he's supposed to be really good, but it just does nothing for me. But maybe if I read it,
37, he's even taller than Venom Pool. He's up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will say this is what I'm saying about the lighting. That sculpt is definitely better. We've seen that look a lot better. It just looks plasticky and flat.
That sculpt is much better than that, 100%.
Yeah.
The thing in his chest looks like a bag of piss.
Yeah, it's definitely doesn't make it look good.
No,
It won't
it's
make
like
it
I'm not saying like, the way like people say something looks like shit or whatever, like Matt saying something looks like dog shit. I just mean it actually looks like a bag of urine. The yellow thing. Do you know what I literally mean? Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
That's from that DPD simulator game, isn't it? I think.
Shut up, David.
Pretty sure. Or was it every?
Thing is, though, this figure, the prototype image and stuff like that, and I'm sure this will turn out good. It was just speaking to me in terms of like, I love figures like this kind of exosuit. So he has like an underlying suit, and he's got all these armor parts on him, like whether it's like Starship Troopers or whether it's an Iron Man or whether it's the APUs from the Matrix Revolutions, or APCs or APUs, the things they get into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
I know
like,
what you mean.
and then the gun and stuff like that. It's very Edge of Tomorrow meets Colonial Marines. Speaking my language, but it's just I can't if I haven't played it. I don't get this. Who's he
How
from?
dare you skip that? It's One Piece.
One Piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it's One Piece.
Is this a reindeer or a bear or a rain
It's a
bear?
reindeer. I'm horrifically addicted to One Piece now. So
What are you up to, David? Where are you up
I'm
to
up
now?
to. Funny you should ask, I'm up to 45 as of today.
Oh, get in there.
Yeah.
How long are the
Slowly but
episodes?
surely. Only
About
like
24
900 and
minutes
something
each.
to go.
Yeah.
So I've 24 minutes each, and I've only been watching it since I looked at the Zorro figure on the stream, not last Saturday, the Saturday before. So I've done a fair bit of watching.
And where are you watching? What platform?
Netflix. It's on Netflix, and
Oh, right.
Netflix has like 1 to 700 and something ridiculous, and then they have a massive gap, so you have to go and watch it somewhere else, and then you come back to Netflix. It's a bit weird, but there is over like 1150 something episodes.
They must have had a different writer or something like that they couldn't.
Yeah, it's something to do with licensing or some rubbish. So I'll grab it from somewhere.
But do you know the way there's? You must be watching. So you're watching the animated ones, and then was there a live action as well, which has 2 seasons
Yeah,
or
there's a
something?
Netflix live action one, yeah, which was 1 season, and they're bringing out another season as well.
You confuse me sometimes because we're talking about Michael Jackson, and which I think it looks incredible, apart from the obvious, which we will discuss, and the realism.
Yeah,
But you want this reindeer.
I don't want the reindeer. I just like it. It's cute.
I got you. Okay, fair. It's cuter than an Anzellin, although the
if
Anzellins
someone
are probably
told me-
funnier.
Would you want to buy this from me for £100? But I go, yeah, because it's just cool, right? But it's like 207 quid on Toys Assemble plus 112 quid shipping. It's just not worth that.
This is rough.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Not for me. Again, 2 things. Okay, right. Okay. Just a little simple thing. If you're going to do this and you're going to set up a beautiful display, they've got all the backdrops, the cases, your lights, whatever. I do think they need to work on the posing. Now, this figure, not particular. This pose is fine. She's fine. But like, see all these little, what I've called the eggs that light up. Just light them up. If you're going through all the trouble,
They
work
can't
on
afford
that.
the
Just do-
batteries for the whole
Yeah.
weekend.
Well, that's USB, isn't it? But the tiny little power bank, Shane, which is what, 1,500 to 2,000 milliamp hours, that would have more than easily fitted behind her in that dress. That would have powered that for about 8 hours easily,
Yeah,
if not more.
and that's all you need. Just showcase one of the cool things about it. To be fair, it does need to be lit up, because the colors were correct when it's lit up. It's kind of like yellowy orange, and I didn't know if that's just were they just naturally that color painted that color in the movie, or did they have a glow or whatever? But looking like this, you do need them lit up.
Maybe it's not in there yet. I don't know. As it's proto.
Maybe. These look great in whatever lighting they're using here, because they're animated. But I won't be getting them. But like,
sort those stands out though. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
you've got figures with slender long legs like that, and you've got a chonking black piece of licorice. Chonking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm not a fan of those bases.
No.
They look great for what they are, though.
The figures I love. I think they're great. Yeah. It's quite realistic.
Got a bunch of cards playing. Is that 1-to-1 scale? Mad.
It's pretty good. It's impressive.
What about the postage?
And the hairline looks good too. Crazy.
Yeah. I'd pay that postage well.
That's funny.
We go halves, mate.
Oh no.
I can just hear Mandy giving out about shipping.
Yeah. Oh god, don't get me started on that.
Yeah. So like, the only new things there, and you could argue they're not new, but as in we haven't seen them yet. The versions of them are the two Xenomorphs, which I do think is still exciting, but it's just everyone wants to see the Ripley, like. And the shoes they teased are not range shoes, and I don't believe that they've gone through all the trouble to get the Reebok license.
No.
You'd imagine.
You do, however, you're a nerd when there's a lovely young lady posing with a figure, and it's like, can you get out of the way? I'm looking at the figure.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we at? I'm gonna have a look at some of the chat here. So let's see if there's anything I'm mixing. So God, there's a lot, which is great. Thank you. I won't read out them all. I'll just fly through some of them. So thank you, TJ Mike, giving a direct order to Hulk smash the like button. Philly Z says, I've been trying to successfully apply durable paint to silicone since 2018. Been unsuccessful. The best I could use is chalk. So paint doesn't work. So that's why you're saying it's baked in, or Philly's saying he has his sources.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah. I'm thinking. Mike saying, I guess not. You said he looks too happy, and that's true. He doesn't look maniacal enough. Oh, he's talking about Lobo. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's not buying Jeff. Not buying Jeff. I didn't say everyone watching. Everyone watching isn't buying Jeff. If you are watching
Jeff
and you are buying Jeff, let us know. 80% chance we get a brand new day version. Yeah, I think that's happening. I think that's happening. Yeah, I think that is happening. Best proportions I've seen from Hot Toys was Cap concept black suit version. Not sure why Hot Toys can keep doing. Yeah, a lot of people like that, even though it didn't appear on screen, but it was a concept version. But the proportions were kind of notoriously good on it. Finishing One Piece is an epic mission. Have you watched it all? Flat white pages.
It's daunting, I'll tell you that much.
But you'd be surprised when you like something how much you get through them.
Yeah.
Like even like that rewatch of The Walking Dead, that would kind of just inhaled a bunch of them. Like
it's easy to do.
What's the last artisan figure Hot Toys released?
It's released.
Widow, maybe some after that.
There was stuff after that.
That Wolverine thingy with a huge hair. I'm pretty certain.
Did that come out yet?
He's not out yet, though.
No, he's not out yet.
No.
Did it not? I swear it did. Unless I dreamt that. I probably did.
I think it was one of the Anakins, no?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Oh, the released or announced?
Released.
I can't remember.
Cool.
Someone have a flick back through Instagram there. All right. I'll pick something you know what? I want to do Face Off right now. Let's do this.
Goodness.
Let's do
Gone
this.
mad.
That's early.
Okay, I'm going to go with
Caught me
Kyle.
off guard there. Hadn't been the questions yet. Nah.
Okay, will we go back to something else? I don't believe you.
No, I
don't
am,
believe
of course.
that. All right, switch over to private chat, gents. We'll get the music going. Oh, me and you, Kyle.
Oh, damn it.
Shane and Carl.
Are we allowed to use ChatGPT for this?
No.
The issue is, if there's anything before the 90s, me and Harrison are screwed. So I feel like there's an unfair advantage.
And
You're not
ChatGPT
wrong.
wouldn't know, doesn't go back that far. These Bob
Oh, okay.
questions.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, the good news is there's nothing before the 90s.
Okay.
Might be all right then.
Who wants to go first?
We'll go first.
Yeah, Carl and Shane?
Yep.
Okay. In what year was Muppets Most Wanted released?
Goodness.
Muppets Most Wanted. I think that's on Melissa McCarthy. And I think I've seen it. I think I watched it with Megan actually.
Is it early 2000s? 2003, 2004, or later than that?
Oh no! I'm actually thinking about the wrong movie. That was definitely not a Muppets movie. No, that was a parody of the Muppets.
Oh, I
It
know
was
you're
dirty.
talking. Yeah,
Definitely
not
not. That was not for kids.
appropriate. Nope.
No, it wasn't. It was funny though.
Yeah,
It was
good.
funny. Muppets Most Wanted. Yeah, I think you're definitely close to the mark there. I'd say late noughties, maybe early noughties. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I think I've seen it a while back though. So you don't think it into the 2000s is still in the 90s?
I don't think it was in the 90s. And I'd say it was, if it's a movie I'm thinking about, I think it was like late noughties, early noughties, like 2013 or something like that, maybe before that. I'd say noughties.
Okay.
Any ideas? You were saying early noughties?
Yeah.
We go 2002?
Yeah, sure, 2002.
Cool. We don't know, we're shooting with 2002, Bob.
Okay, you're locking in 2002.
Yeah. why
Okay,
not?
Muppets Most Wanted was released in 2014.
Oh wow,
Damn.
really?
Not even
Okay.
close.
Way off.
That's okay.
Sorry, Shane.
Hey,
No, I didn't know either.
David and Harrison to rob into the lead. In what year was The Legend of Tarzan released?
I want to say around 2013, 2014.
The live action.
Yeah, with Skarsgård, I think.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, the son, not the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go with what Harrison said. I've not a clue.
Well,
What are you locking in on?
I think it's like 2013, 14, 15. It's around then, but I don't know the exact one. So choose one, and then that way,
You
if
can't have
you're
them all.
wrong, it's your fault.
No, that's not how this works.
Let's say, say 20. Which one? 13, 14, or 15? I'm thinking now 14, 15, but then I did think 13 at first. Choose one, please, David.
Let's go 13 then. So that's the one you picked. So let's do a fault. Lock it in, Bob.
Okay.
2013, you're locking in on?
Yep.
Unless it's wrong, in which case.
Okay. The Legend of Tarzan was released in 2016.
Oh. See, I knew it
Not
was
for
Not
Harrison.
far off. Not too far off. Okay, it's going well. Kyle and Shane. Who directed the 2025 horror movie Dracula.
Was Dracula in 2025?
Last year.
It wasn't a YouTuber, was it? No.
Well, it's not Nosferatu. That's because Nosferatu is like, I think it's Robert Eggers, and he did that because he wanted to do a Dracula movie, and then he couldn't get the rights or something like that, and ended up doing his own. There was a Dracula movie last year.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing the trailer. I have no idea who directed it though.
Any idea who's in it?
That guy that always plays a German bad guy. I think I forget his name.
Is it like
Oh yeah.
the guy from The Mandalorian? No, Werner Herzog or something like that, or is it Christopher Waltz did that before, didn't he? Oh man, I didn't even realize there was a Dracula movie last year.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not much up on this one. Absolutely no idea.
Neither. Listen, it's a blind leading the blind here.
Michael Bay.
Yeah,
Steven
It
Spielberg.
could be time for Michael Bay.
There's not enough explosions in that one though.
You did say you wanted recent films a number of times.
No, you're right. You're right.
What we're finding out, Bob, is we're just useless no matter what the time period is.
Well, we may as well pick a horror director. At least we'll be of some. Like, if we pick Michael Bay, obviously, as funny as it is, we're not getting any marks. But if we pick something that's like, it's a horror director. It's okay. It's not Eggers. It's not Ari Aster. It's not. I can tell you a lot of people who it's not. Wes Craven.
Are you eating
not him
popcorn?
Oh, Wes Craven.
Pardon?
No.
David
Wes
eating
Craven.
popcorn. You going for that? I wonder if you're eating popcorn, like enjoying the show.
Ah.
Nice.
All right, so I guess we'll go with Wes Craven. We know it's not Wes Craven, but at
Yeah.
least it sounds like we know maybe
Locking
something.
in. Okay. The 2025 horror movie Dracula director was Luc Besson.
Fifth
Oh.
Element. Damn.
I love that movie.
No.
Okay, cool.
I never even knew that there was a Dracula movie though last year. So, damn.
Wow. Harrison David. Who directed the 2019 sci-fi movie Alita Battle Angel?
Oh, I know this.
What's the theme? More importantly,
Is it? Is it Robert Rodriguez? Is that his name, or something Rodriguez?
that actually does ring a bell.
Because there was somebody and they did it with someone else, which was a. I think he produced it. He didn't direct it.
There was somebody and they did it with someone else. You're definitely getting there, Harrison.
No, it was like a James Cameron or someone
Michael Bay.
helped write it or produce it or something like that, but he didn't actually direct it. What is it? I can't think of anything. I've got Robert Rodriguez. That's all I've got in my head, but I don't know if it's that.
Lock it in, Bob.
So
Yeah,
annoying.
lock it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 2019 sci-fi movie Alita Battle Angel was directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Nice.
Nice.
My brain
Well
was
played,
working.
guys. Well played.
Glad you know.
I think James Cameron was involved in it. I think he was a producer or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but that's what always throws me with that one, because I think it's him that directed it, but he didn't. He just had an involvement with it.
Mm.
Right, Shane and Kyle. No pressure. But you need this one. In the 2012 Western, Django Unchained,
Ooh.
who played Big Daddy?
I've seen that film like 4 times.
Wasn't Jamie Foxx, was it? It's the only person I can think of in that movie.
Jamie Foxx is in it. DiCaprio's in it. I think Samuel L. Jackson is in it at some point. Christopher Waltz is in it. He's the dentist. I don't think it's Jamie. Is Jamie Foxx Big Daddy? I can't remember.
I feel like maybe Jackson would probably be more. That would fit more with him.
I'm nearly sure that they get to this house. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember getting someone got shot by a shotgun, and it's comical because they just get blown right out the door. And I think I remember some of the workers using the phrase "Big Daddy." Is it DiCaprio though? Could it be? I don't think it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Or Jamie.
I think it might be DiCaprio. Because he plays he's selling slaves in it. That's what he's doing.
Okay. Yep. We'll go with.
I'm gonna go. Is he happy enough to go DiCaprio?
Absolutely.
It's an outsider, but
Locking in?
yeah.
Okay, locking in. Okay, in the 2012 Western, Django Unchained, Big Daddy was played by
Spencer.
Don Johnson.
John Johnson.
Oh.
Damn, Tom Johnson.
Miami Vice.
DiCaprio is Monsieur Candy.
Right.
Who is it? Is it Monsieur Candy? Pretty sure. Can't remember now. Something Candy.
That's when he smashes the glass and breaks the glass during the scene.
Yeah.
Just keeps going.
Yeah, so.
Well done, lads. They've one more question to completely
Yeah, let's complete them.
kick us when we're down.
David and Harrison. In the 2009 war movie, Inglourious Bastards,
Ooh.
who played Sergeant Danny Donovich?
Oh. As soon as you said it, because that's the Bear Jew, isn't it? But I don't know the actor's name for the life of me.
Oh, the Bear Jew. He's the horror director, isn't he?
Go on, Harrison.
Eli Roth. Is it him?
Lock it in, Bob.
Are you locking in?
Yeah, lock it in.
Hey, it was Eli Roth.
Nice one,
Well
Harrison.
done, Harrison.
Wow.
Well done.
Harrison carried
Well
that
done,
one.
guys. Well done.
Did anyone get the theme?
Oh, was it Christopher Waltz? He's in all of those.
It was Christopher Waltz.
Ah, good stuff. Stuff.
Or Christoph
Awesome.
Waltz. Yeah.
I think from next week on, we bring in. If you guess the team. If you guess the team at
You've
any
said
point.
this before, haven't you?
Yeah, but like, as in, what could we do? If we guess the team at any point, you get a point, or
Maybe,
you win the
yeah.
whole thing out.
Well,
It'll be like the
yeah,
golden
okay.
snitch.
No, I think a point. I think a point.
A point,
rather
okay.
than
Yeah.
a
And a
point.
point could be just. It could be. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
if you guess the team straight away, you're not going to have a show.
Yeah.
Like give it a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Let's bring that rule in now, because then I got one question right?
Then you're 3-0.
There you go. This is like this is the pilot for that. We were beaten
contribute.
3-0.
Welcome.
Okay, just before we move on, Shane, I just need to get my tie break out, and you can all have a guess because I think it's quite funny. Are you up for that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. In 1989, Guinness retired the most beer drunk in 1 hour record. The final title holder was 23-year-old Jack Keys in
I know that guy.
1989.
No, I'm joking. No.
How, How many pints did he down in 1 hour?
Oh god, oh, it's gonna be something crazy, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be disgusting.
Yeah.
Totally random, this one.
What part of the
I
world
wouldn't-
was he from? Was my question.
That's a good question.
He was British.
Oh. 50.
You're frozen there.
Yeah, that's
Where's
the
he
number
from?
I was thinking of. 50.
I was gonna
He
say
was
like
British.
46.
I think even at 50, you'd be nearing death. Surely.
I think so. Yeah.
Bit of alcoholic poisoning, yeah.
Yeah. I know at 50.
Something tells me his prospects weren't great either, though, Dave.
Well, I mean, I've had Guinness in the past, and even if you have a normal amount, the toilet the next day is a bit heavy. Imagine 50. It's like pissing
Yeah,
black.
there's a I've seen there's t-shirts that describe all that stuff. God, in an hour.
Okay, remember this is beer, not Guinness. So the Guinness was the world
Oh.
records. So this is beer. So that might make
Oh,
me
no,
answer
yeah.
slightly
a little
differently.
less heavy.
Thing is, though, Guinness is kind of flatter, like, whereas beer can be gassy. I think that'd be nearly harder.
But are we talking about? There's a lot of nuances here, Bob. It's not
Is
a very
there?
straightforward question. Is it
Is it a pint?
Is it Nat's Piss
Yes.
Foster's or is it an IPA?
It's beer. It's beer. It's pints of alcoholic beer. This was like in 19. Remember, the record was in 1969. So you tell me what sort of. I don't know. Beer was probably just beer back in those days.
Moonshine. Okay.
Yeah.
And are they like downing them all, like just necking
As
them?
many
Like,
as you can down in an hour.
That's insane.
For free.
I'd be dead after 2.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they've
you-
cancelled the
yeah.
record now, obviously for health reasons.
I mean, for free. I mean, yeah, I'm going to go with 50. I'm sticking with that number. I like that number.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go
How-
48.
Yeah,
I'll go in
the
46.
I'll go in the middle with 49.
49 and Kyle
46.
46. Okay, the actual answer was 36.
Oh,
Oh, well done, Kyle. You
Still a
got there.
lot.
You got there.
Obviously, you need
It's
to go
a lot,
through
like-
you guys.
That is a lot.
Because you all reckon you could do 40.
Not a chance.
I mean, after
Not a chance.
36 beers, surely you'd have to put on like an IV drip to keep going. Like that's not just that's not going to work, is it?
That's wild. All right, Bob.
Oh,
Thanks for
yeah,
the questions. What you want to
But-
talk about?
Me?
Yeah.
We do new.
Oh,
Yep. Anyone get anything new?
I did. Yeah. I got that Homecoming Spidey. The one that you used to have, Shane. I don't know if you still got that.
Yeah. No, I moved it on, but I did like the layering on
Yeah.
that, the different things. Yeah.
And I got Alita as well. Alita Battle Angel up there because I just
Alita's so
love
good.
the sculpt. Love the sculpt on that one. So I got that. Got a bargain on eBay.
And is that what inspired your questions? No.
I did watch
I
it. I
think
did
so.
watch it last week, and our friend Christoph Waltz was in it, and that made me think he's been in some great movies,
Hmm.
really good movies.
Yeah. He's in a Bond appearance as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
be as great as the movie, obviously, but yeah, just that intro in Glorious Bastards when he's just that
Ah,
him talking to the guy who was hiding the
it's
Jews
chilling.
underneath the.
It's just chilling,
It
isn't
is
it?
chilling,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Anyone else get anything new? Besides,
I got
I opened
Agent
my
Venom.
bloater.
Oh, sorry.
I opened the bloater, but that was about it.
cool, Kyle.
I got Agent Venom in. I was supposed to get him in a while ago, but for some reason, Sideshow pushed it to a day for delivery that was not a day that they could deliver. So it just kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed. It was very odd. But I finally got him in. And
Nice.
yeah, good figure.
That guy, that guy's backstory is incredible. I've never read him, but I've heard the stories about Agent Venom and stuff like that. That's Flash Thompson, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about yourself, David?
I got a new microphone. It's not very exciting.
Oh yeah.
Are you using it now? Yeah.
No, this is the old one. This is my old one. at the
Oh,
moment.
right.
The other one I also bought a Rodecaster Pro Duo. So that hasn't come yet, and I've got an XLR cable. I need to set everything up, but I should be sounding nice and bassy.
So is that then like is that like a mixer essentially then?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Cool. So you can like, you'll be plugging. I presume you'll be plugging the mic into the mixer and the mixer into your laptop or something, or something.
Correct. Yeah, go into my desktop. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Is it in transit?
Yes, it is coming with Amazon on Wednesday.
Sweet. Good stuff. Amazon's great. All right. Anyone else have anything new? I don't. All right. So what else do we have left to talk? We've done new. We've done just basically the Michael Jackson, and then the two from. We might leave. Do you want to leave Michael Jackson to the last? Big finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sure.
I don't think these other two are going to take this long anyway. So, look, there's Supergirl. I go really quickly on this. I don't have any interest in seeing this movie. I think the Gunverse for me is dead in the water, unfortunately. I saw this actress in House of Cards, and for the few episodes in, thought she was very, very good. I think they've captured her likeness. I don't think it's a, I wouldn't give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10. I'd say it's maybe, somewhere between maybe a 7 or an 8. I don't think it's bad. I can see Millie Alcock's likeness there. I just think it could be better. I think the hair looks good, but it's going to restrict movement. I think the outfit looks great. It's great that they have you can't see any joints in the legs, and there's leather boots. That was a good call. I think the dog looks fine. Glasses, hot toys aren't great at glasses. Yeah, but I actually really like the coat, but I think the coat's actually more brown. But in this, it's orange. I can really see it's orange. Or maybe I'm completely wrong in that, and it actually is orange in the trailer as well, but I've only watched the trailer once or twice. So, yeah, like, I think if you're hyped for the movie, this is pretty cool, but I do believe Inart are doing one, so I would personally wait and see what they do before making a decision on that. That's it. Anyone else?
Are we expecting that Inart one, Shane?
I don't know.
No, it's just in the future somewhere.
Yeah, they've teased it, but yeah, no official.
Wow.
I think that looks great, but like the trench coat and the headphones are very. It is very Star-Lord. Like, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah,
that's
very
what
Guardian.
I said, yeah.
I do like that kind of look, though. The outfit looks really good, and it's so vibrant. It's going to pop on the shelf, and the kind of belt she has as well, like that, and like it's very feminine, the miniskirt and all that kind of stuff. But yet you have the coat as well. I think I like that kind of. It's kind of funny, but it's also kind of cool. Kind of like the Homecoming Deluxe that you just bought, Bob. You have the superhero look underneath. Yeah,
a real pop of colour as well, with the red, yellow, and blue all together.
Yeah, and I've heard people give out about the coat, but like, okay, I do think it looks a bit orange, but I could just be wrong because I haven't done my research on it. I just thought it looked more brown in the trailer, and it looks more orange here. But I think it's cool. I just think the aesthetic of this just looks good. But what are you thinking, Bob?
Yeah, I agree. I really love the face. I've not known the actress before. I'm not over keen to see the movie. For me, in my figures, I love expressions, and I just think the expression on this one is something quite different than I can recall seeing in a figure before. It's kind of like a wry smiley smirk, isn't it? Aesthetically, I think the figure for me is ace. I might pick it up just because of that, no other reason. She'll look good next to my Spidey. She'll look good next to my Clark Kent and Superman next year when they come in. Yeah, I think she's for presents. I think she looks really nice, really good.
If I was into this and I saw the movie and I loved it, I would 100% be getting it with the coat, though. I just think I know it's like not the traditional Supergirl look, but you could either get another one and have it in the her with her traditional look. But I just think it's so cool the way it does that. Like, just what do you think, David?
I think this is really good, actually. I think the coat, Shane, I think that's the best look for this figure. I kind of like with this character. I know a lot of people don't like the gun universe stuff, and that's fine. I understand. But the thing I like most about this character is Superman has always been very clean cut. I think a bit of a boffin would be a fair statement. Whereas this character is just a bit of a degenerate, and I quite like that. Crypto even has seen an upgrade. 100% that Crypto looks 10 times better than the one that came with Superman. The only problem with this figure that I can see is it's going to suffer of the curse of Qui-Gon. It's not going to be able to move the head at all.
Yeah.
It's stuck in place. And the same, obviously we're going to move on to Lobo, but it's the same for Lobo. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But I do feel like if we'd been having this show 6 months ago, these would have both been artisan. I think for me, this is the first time I've seen a pair of figures that have longer hair that aren't artisan, where I'm like, if this was, like I say, 6 months ago, these definitely would have been artisan. I think like, Hot Toys are starting to pick and choose what they put artisan onto, because it started to feel not very special. I think we can all agree on that. I think they're dialing it back, and we're gonna see more of these longer haired sculpted releases.
Yeah.
I think they need to just go back to the drawing board and the artisan and go, okay, what are we doing wrong? How do we fix the hairline? How do we fix the way the hair sits?
I think they've proven to themselves that they can't pump them out as quickly as they can with the sculpted stuff, and they are really good at sculpted hair. So I feel like dialing the artisan line back to sort of the same sort of release schedule as an Inart product would probably be best, because they need to sit down and actually get these sculpts right, and then we'll buy back our good faith on the line, I guess.
And not everything needs to be an artisan.
No, not everything deserves it. This Supergirl doesn't deserve an artisan, in my opinion, right? I don't think it's intrinsically special enough of a character. That being said, if Inart made it and it's rooted, will I buy it? Of course. But, it doesn't have to be rooted.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're reserving the artisan for like your super iconic figures, this movie hasn't come out yet. So, do you know?
Yeah.
How like, you know what I mean? It's...
I just feel like as well, like I know Harrison would disagree with me, but that DPD delivery driver thing, whatever it's called, what is that called? Death Stranding, that's it. I feel like that was a bit of a weird artisan, and especially the other guy that came out as well that was artisan. It's like,
I totally agree. Higgs and Sam should never have been artisan. I don't know why they did, but
I feel like
there was no need for them to be.
That proves the point perfectly, doesn't it? It's just like it started to become artisan for the sake of artisan. Let's just chuck that at it and see if it sells out again. But yeah, that Crypto looks great. I think that Crypto is a massive marked improvement over the last one. 100%.
Yeah, and what's different about it? Is it just is it a different pose?
Yeah, I believe so. The sculpt just doesn't look jank. That's the only way I can put it. The sculpt actually looks half decent this time around.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, the other one.
Anyone actually getting this? Bob seems interested.
Yeah, I am very interested.
Kyle?
No, I mean, I think they did a great job. Face sculpt looks amazing. I think it looks really cool with the glasses and the coat. I mean, yeah, no notes. I think the hair looks good, honestly. But
Dave
not
absolutely got her jaw right. She has a unique jaw.
Yeah.
She just has she's a good looking girl, obviously, but she has a unique jaw. It's like there's a lot of distance between her bottom lip and her chin. Like if it was a male, you might say she has a strong jaw, but they've absolutely got her. They've got that, which is one of her kind of key attributes, right? And her eyes, I think they've done right as well.
Yeah.
And like, she has some eyelids now. You know what I mean? Did you notice that, David? Like, she does actually. Yeah. This doesn't look bug-eyed at all now.
And then when she releases, she'll look like Deadpool out of X-Men Origins Wolverine, right?
Yeah. Hopefully not. Like, to be honest, like hopefully, but like, I haven't really heard I haven't heard any people hyped for this.
No.
For this movie.
Well, one thing I will say as well with Hot Toys now, they always put in here separate rolling eyeballs. It's like, we know. Yeah, obviously. You can take that out now, right? Stop telling us. That's the thing. It's almost like it's not a standard thing. It's like that we have to call it out as a feature now. It should just be like, that's it now. It's just rolling eyes on everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dave. I would disagree on that. Because,
if it's an iconic character.
Yeah, I mean it's going to impede the movement with the sculpted hair. I completely get that. But then, I think this is an example here of some that probably shouldn't be artisan because, like, the movie hasn't been released yet. So how can you tell if it's like going to be a big enough deal to warrant that, and people will come out and support that? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I know the guys in the States don't pay quite as much as we do over here, but most artisans over here are like the high 300s at the very least. So, I'm not going to pay that for an artisan Supergirl.
Now, if the irony of the irony of Anthony turning up when we're after saying that we don't believe all long-haired figures should be rooted, but Anthony's like, I think Anthony at one stage could take or leave rooted hair. I don't want to be speaking for him, but I believe now he's like all in on rooted hair. So we're just saying that some figures, I don't think all figures need an artisan, basically. Like, but yeah, it's interesting. Someone raised a point earlier on there about swap out hair pieces like X-23 did. Wouldn't it be an obvious one here to give her a swap out flying pose? Like, isn't the hair just kind of like sculpted to the point where it'd be kind of almost flat down behind her as if she was, flying, whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be an idea.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Sense.
Or just a bit more movement. Just one that has more movement so you can move the head a little bit.
She was great in House of the Dragon, those few episodes, yeah. Then they did a time jump and they changed the actress, and it was like, oh.
So many time jumps in that show. It was crazy.
Yeah. Funny because you're not wrong, rooted or bust. I can't do this sculpted mumbo jumbo. Where do you stand on the artisan hair, though? Go on.
What if it's short hair? Like the Corin Sweat Superman from Inart isn't rooted.
Yeah, I think when you have hair that short, it should be sculpted because I just think it looks better. Sometimes it looks too big or whatever, but longer hair character, there's definitely an argument for. There's definitely an argument for having the rooted.
I think the problem with really short, and I think the mouthway that from Inart's going to suffer from it a little bit. It's like they had to put so much product in it to maintain the shape that it just looks like it's sculpted anyway, right? Like there's not much difference in it.
But you know what it is? It'll be like Inart do a version of this going to have rooted hair, and you're like, oh, that's fine. It's going to be fine. That's what's probably putting you off. Well, you're probably not getting this figure anyway, are you?
I'll probably get the Inart, so I've got the Corin Sweat Superman coming.
Yeah, this one here, that's kind of where I'm at. I think I don't mind sculpted shorter, but shoulder length, it can pose. Yeah, it's what David said, the Qui-Gon effect. X-23, although they gave her a swap out part. Like, I got the BVS Superman, and it's like, it's sculpted, and it's short, and it's like, it's fine. It did not need to be rooted. I think if they do a Christian Bale Bruce Wayne, sculpted will be fine. I'm not going to be like, it's not one I'll be like, oh, it needs to be rooted for the Inart ones, Anyone else have thoughts on this or want me to move to a particular photo or anything before we move on to Lobo? Okay. This is Lobo. He's in the movie. He's Jason Momoa. You know what? Okay, here we have another example of those kind of like seamless bodies. So you've got the torso, which I presume is silicone. You got the elbows, which will bend, but they're seamless. And we were speculating, I think it was last week, would it be leather or not? And they've done the right thing and given a leather vest. The chains obviously aren't metal. They're plastic and painted to look like metal. I don't know who this guy is, so I can't comment on this. I won't be getting it. But take it away, folks. You're literally holding up. You're like you're doing all the heavy lifting here, guys.
I think David was right. I think the eyes, it looks like the actor, but it's the lower part of the mouth. It's a little off.
Anthony's saying, yeah, but with Inart, I want all to be rooted. I'm weird like that. I feel like they are a premium brands, just my expectations. I get that, but say, going back to that, it's just the easiest example, that BVS Henry Cavill Superman. His hair is so short. Maybe it's just because I haven't seen them do one that short that I don't know yet. What's the shortest haired rooted figure that they've done?
Probably Malfoy.
He's not out yet, is he?
Yeah.
He's not out yet, no. But that's the only one they've done. That's...
And he didn't look great, but I don't think it was an issue with the hair, was it? And his face
was the sculpt. The sculpt wasn't great.
Yeah. What was it? Just, if I remember, just slick back?
Yeah, just pretty much slick back. Yeah, and I think Malfoy's hair is like that in the film anyway. So
the John Wick, the Hot Toys John Wick, the artisan one, he's kind of hair down to here, but it's like so slicked back in the movie that I went for the sculpted on that because it was, you know, the whole Hot Toys sculpted, Hot Toys artisan. I was like, in that situation, yeah, it's a bit longer, but it's like he had so much product, it was like slicked back, so it was like it didn't make too much of a difference. But you know what? Maybe they'll do a short-haired figure, or maybe the Malfoy even be the one that will change your mind on that. I'll stay tuned on that. What do you want to say about this? Sorry, I think Kyle, did I interrupt you there? And apologize.
Oh no, but no, I think lower face a little iffy, but apart from that, I think it looks great. I really do. The chains, they've done a great job on the body. Yeah, I think it's gonna do very, very well on some nice photos and some videos with the lighting done properly. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Anyone, Harrison? This seems to be a figure that might appeal to you, or am I way off the mark?
No, you'd be right. It's definitely something that I would like. But just like you, I'm really not invested in this series of films. I didn't like Superman really at all. I'm not really excited for Supergirl. So, and I did think I would really like this, and I do like it, but not enough to buy it, not for the price, and not enough to take up space. And but it does look really, really good. I would say I think that he looks better than the Supergirl. Personally, I think the sculpt's a little bit better. Body looks good. The outfit is awesome. But yeah, no, just no interest. I'm glad that we are getting leather almost on everything now, though. It's a shame that the chains aren't metal. They should have been metal. They would have added some nice weight to him, and they would have just been better being metal. I think that all figures, if it's something that can be made out of metal without it being too heavy, I think it should be metal. Same as leather. If it's supposed to be leather, make it leather. I think that's what Inart does so well. It's like you get a sword, and I like for example, Jack Sparrow, his sword isn't a metal, whereas all the Lord of the Rings ones and things, they're all metal, and it just adds something. I think it does.
Yeah, I'd agree, and like they're strong enough to hold things up as well. Like, so it's they're not that heavy. Like I've got that just the current pose. I have the Inart rooted purple coat Joker. It's the grenade one, and those grenades they're quite heavy, but like I set that up I think I must have set that up about a year ago and just dialed it in and haven't touched it, and I've no desire to, because it's one of those intricate poses. Also, I mightn't be able to get it like that again. Do you know what I mean? It's they're quite heavy, but he's fine, and that was the infamous base that, you know, people was falling over, whatever. But no, you're not derailing. Don't worry about it. Anthony, you're engaging. Anthony, you're engaging. There's someone else. There's a comment there. Someone put, where is his bike? Less of that talk. Yeah. If they do his bike before they do an Arnie from T2 bike, there's going to be problems. Do you know?
I could see them doing that. Like, could have been a deluxe version where he comes with the bike.
No, they need to. Why the bike? Okay, the argument is, it's the Harley Davidson branding or whatever. But this guy's bike surely has a brand as well, does it? Or is it like a kind of
It's a
mythical,
space-
kind of a
it's just
futuristic
like a
science fiction bike?
Yeah, it's like a spacey bike. It's massive.
All right, okay. So they don't have to get any licenses from Harley Davidson.
Probably not.
Yeah, I still be kind of sickened though. Folks, does anyone have anything to say in this? Like, as in, don't feel obliged to, but if you want to, or tell me to go to a certain thing.
I think the eyes and the mouth for me are the highlights of this figure. I just think they look very good in these photos. I wondered if Harrison was going to be growing his hair like this because it's getting there.
Yeah, I'm right in that middle stage of growing it
You
back
are.
out again. Yeah.
But this figure just makes me long for those more June figures, Shane.
Now, if Harrison was a figure,
There you go.
I think his hair it's just past the
Definitely
threshold.
after
I
time.
would want it rooted, but I'd want
Yeah.
the rooted beard too.
Fair point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But
I miss the man bun. That's what I miss. I miss having it tied up.
I don't know, man. The man bun. Are you vegan too?
I'm not. No.
You're not.
I just like long hair.
Yeah. Do we have any veggies on the panel? Anyone vegetarian, vegan?
No.
no.
No. Tell you one thing. I have. Did you ever like try eating vegetarian food for like a long time or? No.
Yeah, 5
Just-
years I did it for.
Yeah, and did you feel better? 5 years is a long time. Did you notice any changes and stuff?
Yeah,
Like?
I did it when I was a lot younger. I did feel a lot better. I was with a girl that was very heavily into animal welfare, so I thought I'd give it a go. It stuck. And then I did an op tour, and when I got back, I was away for 6 months. And when I came back, I just wanted a curry and a bacon sandwich. So
Yeah.
I decided to go back.
It's the little comfort foods get you. Yeah. This there's Jim. Jim, I didn't check the I haven't been checking the chat, so I'm not sure. Did you say that you would be being here? We missed you, Jim. Dave doesn't. We'll just let you know. Favorite food is pizza, meat feast. It's definitely not vegan. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I ate a lot of plant-based stuff over in Abu Dhabi because the quality of the meat
Yeah.
wasn't great. It was fine when you're eating out because it's prepared by a professional chef. But like, I noticed like the few things that I could cook at home in Ireland, because we have actually really good quality agricultural meat and stuff like that. It's like, okay, this is good meat and it's fine. I just noticed it wasn't as tasty, and it did make me kind of eat more vegetarian stuff. But I'd miss, I'd miss honey, eggs, cheese. Like, nah, yeah, I think you're right there. This guy looks like a member of KISS. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Keto was a great diet. Had fantastic results. Actually, one of my friends as well lost an absolute. He's like half the man he used to be because of the keto. Gym and stuff like that as well, and hard work. But like keto was he swore by it. Got to find what works for you. So Lobo doesn't work for anybody. So no one's getting him.
Nope.
Nope, I'm not
No
getting
one.
them.
No one
not this
anywhere.
one.
Okay, so I want to show you something that David's going to find offensive.
Oh, it's that private content.
Okay, now David sent these to me.
Oh yes, I did. Yes.
I didn't go, oh, we got him now, boys. We got him now. His favorite child has done wrong. No, he actually sent them to me, and I hadn't seen these. I just saw the quick. We will watch it, the unboxing video, which does look great. The jukebox, man. I heard people talking about the jukebox, but I don't know. I never really looked into it. Was it originally solicited with a jukebox?
No, it was an update
No.
afterwards.
Yeah, it was.
That's a
quickly after,
pretty
though.
big update.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So he sent me this, and he sent me this. We will watch the unboxing, but just thoughts, David.
That's worse than Hot Toys. Sorry.
It's funny because I've been looking in the background. I made a video on this earlier as well, and people are giving me shit for it. So literally, it doesn't matter who you bag on, you will get shit regardless. I think this is terrible, honestly. People were looking at the pictures earlier, and this is the first thing that stood out to me. And people saying, "Oh well, you know, he hasn't pulled down the sleeves, blah blah blah." Like what am I looking at? Like, and a lot of the time, what annoys me, and I think I said to you, Shane, earlier, like the Harry Potter trio and Snape, I get it, they're not that dynamic. Their cuffs cover the wrist joints. However, even if they didn't, it's not this egregious. That hand is huge. Like the hole for the hand is massive compared to the ball joint, and the arm is just like that plastic skinny piece of crap. And apparently I've been told that I'm making a mountain out of a molehill and all this sort of stuff, but that is not the quality we've come to expect from Inart. So, you know, I've always been true to the statement, if Inart go in the wrong direction and they step not out of line, but you understand, that I will give them both barrels as well. We've seen, well, obviously this today, we used to get seamless forearms. My Jokers all have seamless forearms. Bob can attest to that. He owns that Joker as well. They're all there. So a lot of the time they're hidden by the cuff. So why do they give it with that one, right? So when you've got the guy smoking like this, you see that little wrist and it makes all the difference. It gets the realism up to 11. We've seen them strip away magnetic bases, diorama bases, you know, accessories are starting to be dialed back as well. And now we're seeing this. And my concern is, although, again, I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here, apparently, is that this is the dialing back of Inart, you know, as we know them now, because this is, quite frankly, this is shit. That's crap. There's no excuse on what is going to be a 400 plus figure for most people to have what I would consider worse than third party.
I would be
it, David.
I would be at a loss if I didn't ask the question. I have to, and you know what's coming. Are you still going to buy it?
Well, yeah. I've got a deposit on it. Yeah, I'm still going to buy it. But
would you not consider cancelling it? If it's not up to your standards, would you not consider just cancelling it?
Problem is, I would lose 100 quid. You know what? This one has been so elusive to a lot of people. I would be tempted if I get it in and it is really that bad that I would just sell it on.
I would say this is an example of like what I said earlier on. Okay, I know this is not a movie, it's Michael Jackson, whatever. If there was a figure, or let's say there's a movie, Terminator 2, whatever, I think it's incredible, blah, blah, whatever. Ripley, the upcoming Ripley. And if there's a few shortcomings, but they've got like the figure like 80% right, I'd be like, I'll make my peace with that because I love the movie. I'll do my best to pose it away. Maybe there's other upgrades I can do. I don't like to have to do that, but it's like, to be fair, the only thing I didn't notice, I didn't have a good look at it. I saw a few photos. I watched the video. I thought the outfit looked great. I thought some of the posing I saw looked great. Blown away by the jukebox, the mic, and all that. The little hat, the likeness, the hair. There's so much good on it, which I think that outweighs a lot of this. But I can see where you're coming from.
The
Why didn't they just do the Walking Dead style?
Yeah, he's
Or if they wanted to go, well, some people want to really pose that wrist, do what they did with their first ever release.
Yeah.
The Joker had seamless wrists, which we all loved, and they're still great now, but they also had those arms you could connect on from the elbow to the wrist and then still put hands on if you wanted to pose like that.
Yeah.
They probably should have done that.
I mean, some of the poses that you would expect from Michael Jackson, not just generally, but in this video especially, the wrist is going to be fully out of the cuff. Like, I don't want to see this eyesore. I don't want to see that. So, yeah, I mean, look how much the base of the hand extends past the ball joint.
That's the most unusual thing, because we've seen ball joints before and they're not great. They bother me, but it's like, I go, right, it's okay. The Bane example is great. In the movie, he has the gauntlet on the right, is it? Yeah, on the right. And people say, "Oh, just put a watch on the left." I don't want to do that, and I just don't want to do that because he didn't have a watch on. And then other people say, "Yeah, he also didn't have a little a slit on his left, you know, a joint." But like, I just do my best with the silicone. I push it down, and I know you can get replacement. I think Jackson Jew or someone like that did special hands that were minimized the gap even further, but I didn't feel that they were worth the cost. But but with them at least, the diameter, the thickness of the wrist was the thickness of the end of the wrist on the hands, where this, it just looks like gloves.
Yeah.
Like
they've cut
oven
the
mitts.
hands off really short, haven't they? Like, as well, even if they'd have made the hands slightly longer to go over that, you could have covered up another 5 mil or something.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
to be clear, like as of now, that's the only criticism. It's a big criticism, yeah. But that's the only criticism that I have seen of that I can from the quick look I had at the video. The rest of it I think looks great. Let's have a look at the video anyway, and we'll talk more after. Share this tab. So, can you see the video? I haven't played it yet. But
Still got the hand.
No.
oh, sorry. Okay, here we go.
Yep. Got it.
Can you still hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the video as well.
Can you
yeah.
hear the music? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, they could get the rights to his likeness.
Yeah, I was just thinking this.
Play the bloody song, like play Smooth Criminal. That's pretty
Notice they
damn cool,
didn't pose him once. He was just
With
standing there straight up and down the whole time.
That to be fair, that I love this. I love that just the lean man and like that with that pose. You're not actually going to see the wrist. I know that's neither here nor there. Doesn't excuse it, but that's pretty cool. Yeah. So like, okay, what's the alternative? What should they have done?
I just think seamless wrist. It's so easy. Like Shane, you said, you know, back in the day when they did the Joker, you had those swap outs, and it's quite literally just pull the arm off. The Jokers have it as well. You pull half the arm out, and you just pop the seamless in. It just attaches magnetically. It's such a simple system. I don't see why they wouldn't just keep using that. Like Michael Jackson, I'm not going to do the poses because I would recreate them horribly. But he's a very dynamic dancer. Like people that are going to be buying the Michael Jackson figure are going to want, you know, the hand on the chest, the arm right out, and it's natural.
Yeah. Have you seen? Did you see Patrick's posing in photography? He put up one of those posts on Instagram. You can see the joints, but his posing and his photography are outrageous. You check him out. Sword. Anthony's saying should have mine this week. I'll see how bad the hands are. I'll be honest about it. I appreciate that. And then hopefully it's not as bad as it looks in the photos. Philly is saying, he said earlier on, fair play to you for sticking to your guns, David. And then, yeah, but honestly, you just can't beat the original. Oh, sorry, it's completely. I thought this was about Michael Jackson. What are your thoughts, Kyle, Bob, Harrison? Like, I don't
know. Maybe if they had the jacket a little longer. I mean, like the jacket itself a little bit longer on the arms. They could have maybe avoided this a little bit. They didn't want to go.
But then you have that issue if he's just standing in a different pose. The jacket's coming down too far. Then you know it's like the seamless swap out arms seem to be like wrists.
It does.
The seamless wrist seems to be the best thing.
It looks like a very odd choice because everything else looks absolutely fantastic. The base, the stand, the jukebox. It just looks so like. You know, it's beautiful, and just the pegs like that, it does kind of kill it a little bit.
They seem to be getting very lazy as well. Like the body underneath doesn't even look like it's a proper body painted or anything. It's literally just a very thin plastic bit of arm, and that's just not what you expect from Inart anymore. Like as David said earlier, half the third parties now do a better job than that. It's not good enough. Nowhere near good enough.
Mario. Sorry. Hi, Mario. First of all, Dean Knight put up a short. The sleeves under the jacket can cover up the wrists. The sleeves under the jacket. Is there like an extra layer or?
But should they have to? This is my point. Like if he's got his arm out like this, like he would
You
do
should
in
be
a lot
able
of
to see. You should want to see the wrist.
Like, it's covered up in all of the Jokers, but if you have it if you so choose to have it in a pose where the wrist would be exposed and the cuffs would ride up, the seamless wrists are there. It's sort of like it was Inart's whole thing. Why are we dialing this back? Like it doesn't make any sense.
They should be sitting down and approaching that in the brainstorming stage for these and going, right, like, is this a figure that needs rooted hair? But in the same breath, like, is this a figure that needs a selection of seamless wrists?
But how much more money can it be, Shane? Honestly, it's a piece of plastic, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be an easy fix to avoid something that, which was avoidable. He's talking about the unboxing gloves. Put glitter on them, and you can say he's wearing the dancing gloves. And then Phil, hi Phil, we miss you. He says she should have at least worn an MJ glove for this. Fact, absolute fact. Is this true? They did with the other Michael Jackson full forearm and hands together. The one you have.
Yeah. So the ironically, the one that has the the gauntlet on it, I can't think of another name. The leather wrap. They're all seamless. Yes. And
I well, you can counter this if you want, but I know you kind of just have like with this one, Owen. Do you not think you're overreacting? Pull the sleeves down like others have, seamless arms.
It's a shame.
He just said,
this person.
The last Michael Jackson
all the time
had the seamless wrists, and even if we look at it, look at the Wolverine 1973 from Hot Toys.
Yep.
They swap out seamless wrists. This Cyclone figure we just looked at today had seamless wrists in the Hong Kong Comic Con. Got there in the end. He had seamless wrists, and then of course a selection of Inart figures have. So, it
wouldn't hinder them if you just gave a nice selection of pre-posed gestures.
Exactly, and that's what they did with the last one. I think the problem is, right, a lot of the time, and I know it's an ongoing joke that I rag on Hot Toys a lot, and I'm biased towards Inart. However, objectively, I can come out of that little bubble and say, no, this isn't good enough. Whereas I think a lot of people, it's proven tonight, can't do that. It doesn't matter whether the company is Hot Toys or Inart. You've got that little sphere of people that are just, diabolically just loyal to these companies, and they can't come out of that mindset. Whereas, I sort of sit in the center there.
Every company has them. Every company has them. Jazz Inc. has them. Hot Toys has them.
I think we need a rebrand on the channel.
J&D.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone has them.
Not as much as we thought.
But I think it's only like it's kind of like I do think it's a relatively small percentage. Like I call them extremists. Yeah. It's like certain religions are like they get bad names, but like the religions, like there's only a tiny proportions that are extremists. It's like I'm not going to say I was going to say
that comment as well. The Joker arms, I don't know about you, Bob, but I find them incredibly easy to get in. You literally just put it on the cuff, just give it a little twist and twist it in, and it just straight in. So
the Ledger ones or the Joaquin ones?
Joaquin, I think.
The Joaquin Phoenix ones, yeah. But then this is the thing, though, right? And this isn't the but we shouldn't have to hide them. This is my point.
Oh, Philly.
Peggate, yeah.
That
one's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
There you go.
But they dialed back the accessories, like I just said. The magnetic bases are going the way of the dinosaur. The diorama bases have all but vanished. Now we're not getting seamless wrists on characters that could probably do with them. Like, no one else is doing it. I don't get it.
Something's going on, isn't it? That we don't
Look
understand.
at the bathroom scene Joker dancing figure and with seamless wrists, and you can
This
get
is the
very
thing, Mark.
expressive poses.
And Mark's had he's taken a lot of pictures of these things, right? So Mark can attest to this. But even when you didn't need it, like I would argue, like the Arthur Fleck, you didn't really need seamless forearms, but you got it. Because then when you did pose it in something that would help make that cuff right up, the extra level of realism is present, right? And that's something that we didn't have with Hot Toys. And that's why people like me were willing to pay more for Inart figures. But if they're going to be taking that away now, then, you know, the sculpt is still amazing. The tailoring is still amazing. I'll give you all of that, the base, everything. I like everything else. But why are we taking that extra level away? It's going to cost them pennies to go above and beyond Hot Toys. I just don't get it.
Yeah, like I've said before, that I do think Inart make better figures. For example, we know that Hot Toys are imagined they're going to give us a first Matrix 2.0 version of their Neo, and we know that Inart are going to do that as well. Now I'll look at both of them, but I'm more than likely, unless I'm completely wrong, I don't know yet, but I probably would go with the Inart one. But at the same time, I love the magnetic bases, and I wish they just kept doing it, but instead of abandoning it, just go, okay, how can we improve that? And just look at what Caustic Plastic are doing it. Look at what some third party, like Poor Toys, okay, that's kind of that nexus between third party and custom, but that Blade Runner 2049 figure I have, that custom / third party, whatever you want to call it, it is, the magnetic base on that is like, you're not budging. So I wish they not. I don't want the track system. Just put a slab underneath it and call it a day, you know?
I mean, the Inart feet that I've got that have magnets in them, on the bottom of the blade, you'll know, Shane, is a metal piece. If you put an Inart figure there, it sucks to that sucker. Like it's there forever then. Yeah. Even
Limb Toys are doing seamless arms.
This is the thing, and this is what irritates me, is that when I say these things, and I'll die on any hill, I really don't care anymore. I mean, Hot Toys and Inart fans all hate me.
He's given up in life.
But this is the thing, right? Why are we going, oh, well, it's good enough? You know, why would you not demand more for your £400+? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why do we make excuses for these companies? Like, and I won't do that for Hot Toys or Inart. So
no, and that's fair. That's fair. But the point I was making earlier on about, like, if you're still going to keep it, you're still going to buy it. Like, what I mean by that is, like, I'm not having a dig at you. It's like, when that Ripley comes out, because I know it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to other people, that I just hope they bring their A game that worked on Skeletor to it. You know what I mean? But if there is bits that are like, okay, that's not entirely all the way there, within reason, once they have 80 to 90% of the stuff that I want done, I'd be like, okay, yeah, there's a little two things I prefer to be different, but I think the love of the movie is going to transcend over, unless it's absolute junk like that. There's a big difference. Do you know what I mean? I think you have people in the community are definitely guilty of this, whether it's talking about movie or they're talking about figures. They'll say something's trash, and it's like, okay, just because it's not the best figure ever doesn't mean it's trash. But like, give it a score, give it a fair score from 1 to 10. Like in this situation, the wrists, they're not great. They're too skinny and they're too obvious. They should have done with the seamless. But does it really bring the figure down? Doesn't bring the figure down to 2 out of 10. Let's be honest. Like, probably brings it down from a potential 10 to maybe a 9 or an 8.
I mean, yeah, it depends on how you pose it, right? It's just one of those things. I mean, if you and look, I could be wrong, and we could get it in. Obviously, they've said Dean Knight, I think, it's maybe uploaded a short or a video. I don't know which one he's done, but I'll check that out after the show. But if the reality is, right, if I wanted him standing there with his hand in his pocket like that pretty iconic pose, then it might be fine. If someone wants it in, the very splayed out arm look with the wrist backwards, it might look disgusting. So I guess it depends on how you pose it. But even then, like Harrison said, a set of swap out forearms, it's not going to be that big of a deal, and it wouldn't have hindered posing at all. I think I've come up with a new segment. Oh no! Called This Week's Drama. Yeah, this week's drama. That'll do. Yeah, I'm kind of we'll work with something like this. So I had a few different ideas, but this one's like. I
That
think
wasn't
the
Spanner
Bradley
in the works.
Cooper one
Hot
would
take.
work as well on this one.
What the fuck, man? Where is it?
Yeah.
Now, see, I'm at the stage now where I'm kind of forgetting things.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, could be something to work on. Kyle, what do you reckon? Are you a Michael Jackson fan or?
No, I mean, like I said, I think the figure looks beautiful. The wrist pegs probably brings it down to maybe like a 7 on 10.
Ooh, you're taking 3 points off for that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're ruthless, Kyle. You're ruthless.
It really takes away from the posing capabilities, right? I mean, you're spending that much money, you'd think you could pose it how you want to pose it, and with those pegs, there's certain things that you just can't do. It kind of kills it.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough. This is what a genius box idea. I do like what they've done with the box on both Michael Jackson figures. In fairness, like, okay, let's just push it aside for 1 second. We can agree to sculpt and the hair looks great, Joe.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask about that actually because I saw a picture of it earlier. It's very messy looking. Is it supposed to, I don't know his look for that very
I
well.
think
His
How
hair
is
was
it
quite
like-
voluminous in it. Like,
yeah, the
quite
one that
messy.
I got was the same when it came in. I think the hair, depending on how you want it to look, I think his hair was naturally quite flyaway anyway. But I know what you mean. But mine was like it. I gave it a little bit of a moussing, if you will, and it brought it down. So you can control it. I think stuff like that, I sort of forgive it a lot of the time, even with Hot Toys, because you think they're pumping out thousands of these bloody things. Now they're not going to sit there and get it perfect like we want it, right?
No.
So you've got to do a little bit of messing about.
I think like if I like, you know, I like Michael Jackson's music, but I just don't collect, say, like real life people. I collect characters, so I don't collect sports stars. I know people collect sports stars or boxers or musicians. Well, that'd be kind of cool. That could, if you got the right musician.
I tell you what, imagine though if Inart did a Metallica.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
That'd be
Did
awesome.
I tell you? Was it? No, I think I put it into the group. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Metallica fan, but I'm a big music fan, and they're playing in Dublin on Friday the 19th, and two of my mates are going, and I managed to get a resale ticket for standing. So yeah, piece of rock history. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully, get good weather. Be nice, a few sunny beers and some good metal riffs. Like that'd be interesting. But yeah, if Inart did a Metallica, like I fly all over it. But you know, like Lars Ulrich he'd probably be the one to pull the plug on that.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't too off the mark about the Napster thing though. Now, no, musicians can't make a living now because of streaming and stuff like that. I know, like they're sorted, but he was kind of onto something.
Oh, I think most of them are sorted anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, and all Metallica are anyway. What about yourself, Bob? You're very quiet on this. You text earlier on.
Enjoying the chat really. Yeah, it was a shocker to me, to be honest. I was very surprised to see it. I just thought it was almost like if it was an April Fool's joke, wasn't it? Yeah, I was just very surprised because Inart seems to be going from strength to strength. And I remember saying something the other day where I said, Inart keep throwing these great figures out. I can see why David's sort of, increasing his Inart over his Hot Toys. I could see, I was thinking he's gone mad, but he's not, because they are producing fantastic figures. And then this came out, and I just thought that's a bit of a, like your little edit said, a spanner in the works. And I was wondering, what are the ankles like? Because I know Mark and others mentioned that sort of lean pose. I'm sure the ankles, they can't be made like that, can they? They must be made of something. I imagine a lot more significant.
I thought there was some static ankle joints, but I could be wrong.
To the knees or something, because it would need to be like to the knee or something, wouldn't it? Like, I don't know.
I mean, the knees
like,
would be straight, wouldn't they? So you'd need everything.
Yeah.
At the ankle. The ankle would have to be solidified like this, wouldn't it? To a degree. I don't know.
I wonder if there are little supports that go in.
Because if it's anything,
maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be way stronger than those hands, isn't it?
Or there could be swap out ankles just for that particular
it
pose.
has to be swap out because it would be ball joints as well, wouldn't it? So they would just, even if you lent it all the way, it would just either snap or just pop out and pull.
Yeah.
Or in that leaning pose, are the ankles locked out?
Oh, Mark is saying that was Damn Toys that did that. Okay, well, I don't know then. I don't know how they did it. But the swap out makes the most sense.
Anthony's saying to be all over an 86 Metallica set. James,
I don't
Lars,
know.
Cliff,
I'd want
Kirk.
Rob Trujillo. I love Rob.
This is he the latest bass player?
Yeah.
Cliff, there was a bus crash, and he got killed in the bus crash. He was actually alive after the bus crash, and when they had a crane, a rescue team, and they were lifting the bus up, and something went wrong, and he was alive at that stage, and then the bus literally fell back down. So there was an error there, clear error. If I had €1 for every time I get compared to Jason Newsted, I would be a rich man. It's like as in not my bass playing abilities, by the way, but just throughout various times in life, they were like, "Hey, you look like your man from Metallica." I used to get that a lot, like as in literally there are comments on the YouTube channel about it. I'll screenshot and I'll send it in to you, but I don't think I look like him at all, but I get that a bit. Foo Fighters for you. I've seen Foo Fighters about 6 times now at this stage. This guy is in Ireland right now. People are talking to his people about meeting up on Thursday, so hopefully we'll be able to meet up and get a bit of food, and I'll give him a little tour of Dublin and get a pint of Guinness as well. That'll be nice. When you look at Inart's live streams, it seems to be hectic there. Throwing a young woman in front of a camera with no knowledge. Yeah, they need Viper and a translator and a bit more of a plan. To be fair, like, cause it's yeah. Any other thoughts on the Michael Jackson?
No.
We good?
Yeah,
I think we've
We're good.
done it all. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. So, anyone have something that they want to plug, promote, talk about, just before we get out of here?
Yeah. Check out the 6 Scale Shields on Saturday.
I see what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
I guess
there's a pattern appearing here.
Yeah, you could check out the Geeky Collector Vault on every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
I get confused because mine's 9 p.m.
Yeah, yours is 9, mine's 8.
This question is Hot Toys cancelling Inart from selling to the USA? No, I just think that certain pieces they have licensed worldwide, and certain pieces they have licensed only
that's
for
the pop culture thing, isn't it? Pop culture can't send Inart to the States anymore. They're based in Australia.
Australia. But I don't think
it's that. And
No.
more importantly, you've got sellers like 1/6 Kit and Toys by Agent that couldn't give a rat's ass. So I won't worry too much about that.
Yeah. Anyone else? We good to go?
No, all good. Thanks, chaps.
Cool.
Yep. Cheers, guys.
I will just kind of lock all this stuff out. Thanks for your time, folks, as usual, and thanks for just giving up your time. And we will be back. Going to get a routine. I'll be back here next Monday, and I just want to shut down all this stuff. We got a new outro. It's actually part 1 of 2.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day. Until we meet again.
See you, folks.